lights on. Put your lights on. Put your lights on. Oh, Token Tony Z starts the show on Rumble. Look at that. Token Tony Z wants the show to start. He chatted. There we go. That's all you got to do. Give me a chat. The show will start.
Prepare yourself.
A little too loud. We'll turn that down.
Prepare yourself.
Lighting effects. Yes.
Prepare yourself.
This show's brought to you by Silk. Almond vanilla. Because like that. Look at that e-nail heating up, folks. You'll never learn. It's cyber here. You'll never. Oh, good. He is here. I'm starting my show. I forgot to turn Discord on. Sorry about that. Cool. It's like, why isn't Discord on, man? There's that guy. Michelle Bachman. Fuck you, Michelle Bachman. I like that personal one. Yeah, that's a good one. That was out the door. Fuck you, out the door.
It starts with an F. Oh, shit! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fucking shit. Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you, motherfuckers!
Hello, Trendies, trending day reporting in live from Orlando, Florida. How much Trendy has dabs and all things trendy? Well, you'll find me and you in the hashtag Trendies on all forms of social media, especially right here at rumble.com/user/Trendy has dabbers. That's us. Yes, we are live in the garden. The notifications, of course, they went out. It's very interesting what we learned from Matt today, from that guy, the hate group thing. That was good. Let's look at that up on my screen.
Live.
Yes, we're live. You know, you guys should chat more.
Hello.
You should get here sooner and chat more, because I will not start the show until that first chat comes through. From now on, you guys want the intro, you better come in and say hello to me to start the show. If you're watching like this and you're seeing that it still says I'm getting my coffee, you tune back in, you're like, dude, it still says he's getting his coffee. Fucking chat and start the show. All right? That's all you got to do. I'm not asking a lot. You know, most podcasters, when they go live, they got 100 chats before they even start the show. I'm just asking for you guys to be present and say something. Let me know. It's not a big deal. You come in, you say hello. So many of you have stopped doing that. I found something today. I thought it was amazing, and I think you guys are going to like it too. I've got the video over here. And we're going to start watching that in just a second. Now, I was through it a little bit. I got 15 minutes in, and I was just blown away. Now, this is 35 minutes, so I haven't heard the whole thing. But in the first 15 minutes, this one guy says something, and it's phenomenal.
We are here and we are live.
Yes, Flan, what's up? And, you know, the one thing I just want everyone to realize about what he says, about this one thing that he says, is he nails it, man. Because I feel the same way growing up the way he grew up and the way I used to be and the way I would get into arguments about this with people. And now I see the error of my ways. I totally know I was wrong. But listen to what he says and listen to the framing of it, and I think you guys will appreciate it. This is a really interesting talk. We're going to have this running while we're hanging out. This is on YouTube. It's a podcast, an audio podcast, and it's from The Real News, and this is called The Mark Steiner Show. Okay, he has this other guy on. His name is Dave Zarin. When you listen to his voice, he sounds just like Michael Malice, right? If you know who snarky little Michael Malice is, it's been on Joe Rogan plenty of times. You know, it's a little bitch ass. Anyway, he's got the same kind of voice, so you'll know who that guy is. Anyway, listen to this. I think you'll appreciate it. I was impressed actually with how professional it was. It's really good.
And welcome to another edition of Not in Our Name.
We'll get into Dab Zone, though. Dab Zone 30 action.
No to the occupation of Palestinian land and homes and the ongoing oppression of Palestinians. There is another way. And today we hear from this man, Dave Zirin. Now, I've known Dave for some years now, and he's been a guest on my show on public radio before. I don't think ever before here on The Real News, but that's okay, because The Real News now has him here on the Edge of Sports, which is playing on The Real News. Dave Zirin writes a column in that name for The Nation magazine. He's acknowledged around the world as one of the best sports analysts, commentators, and writers, not just covering the games that we play and love, but diving into the social, cultural...
Okay, so I don't even know who this guy is. I didn't realize he's some sports announcer. Do you guys that watch sports, do you know who this Dave Zarin guy is? I've never heard of him, so I guess he's well known for being a sportscaster. I wasn't really paying attention to his credentials at the beginning when I listened to this the first time.
From political worlds twirling around and through that world of sports. He's the author of numerous books, including his latest, Game Over, How Politics Has Turned the Sports World Upside Down. And of course, the John Carlos story, the sports moment that changed the world, that won the NAACP Image Award. And let me leave time for a conversation. Dave, welcome. Good to have you with us, man.
Oh, I'm just thrilled to be here and honored. Thank you so much.
Oh, no, I'm looking forward to this. I didn't know until I thought about having you on this segment, Not in Our Name, that you have been around doing this for a while, talking at conferences, speaking out.
I'm looking for this. It's right in front of me.
You saying no. So talk about that sojourn, and for yourself.
No, absolutely. I was raised in a very Jewish family, like so many Jews in the United States. My grandparents and great-grandparents fled to this country from Eastern Europe to flee pogroms, like so many Jews in this country. I lack a large family for the reason of the Holocaust. Like so many Jews, the stories of my grandparents and from what I hear, great-grandparents
Cyber, you packed
the
up?
shtetls in which they were raised.
Yeah, I'm packed.
Excellent. Cheers, Cyber. Cheers, Flan, Billy Bong, Dave Fishing, and Toka Tony Z. Cheers, guys.
Like a lot of Jews, my grandparents and great-grandparents were very wary about speaking Yiddish in front of me. I would catch them doing it, but they were very insistent on English because they were very won to this idea that America could be a place where they would be safe. And if there's one thing I'm happy about when I think of my grandparents is that they didn't live to see Charlottesville, that they didn't live to see the Tree of Life massacre in Pittsburgh. I'm actually grateful for that, not just because they led long lives and they would be 115 if they had lived that long, but also because they did have the illusion, and I do think it is an illusion, that this country would be safe for the Jewish people, but they had a bigger illusion than that, which was that if the country would not be safe for Jewish people, if that day would come, then they had Israel. Like almost like a place to go.
Right.
Where they could be safe in a world built around, in their mind,
Dabs 4 days.
understandably,
Good
a history
afternoon,
of
Nick.
attempted extermination by dominant cultures.
Now, what's very important about listening to him say his background and his history is where he came from, how he was educated, right, in his Jewish faith, and how the education of his Jewish faith taught him that Israel is wrong. It's crazy when you think about it. the very people who taught him that you should treat everybody with love, dignity, and equality are the same people he's accusing today of not being equal and not treating people with love and dignity. And he's right. 100% correct, man. I mean, provably factual. You know, this is data, guys. We all know this, what's going on between Israel and Palestine right now. And it's an amazing thing to listen to him where he got his education from, and now using that education against the very people that gave it to him. And yet, I agree with him 1,000% on this. And you'll see, he's going to say something in a few minutes, and it's going to resonate so strong.
That Israel would be able to protect them from that. I grew up with that idea very strongly. I went to Hebrew school where what was taught often was Zionism and supporting Israel more than the Bible and the services and the historical culture.
True.
I had a teacher, I'll never forget, an instructor who joked, you know, we're over 5,000 years old as a people, but in this room, we're going to stick to the last 30.
Wow.
And, and like almost like Judaism is born in 1948 or 1967. Like that's where you get Judaism in full. Like because until we have our own homeland, how can you really call us a people? I mean, that is something I've heard people like
I like the smoke in the camera.
I
like that.
Judaism to not have
real smoke,
a homeland.
real good
Now,
smoke.
I grew up and like yourself, Mark, I found myself, you know, very in sync with a more radical set of politics.
I think this is
on offer from the Democrats and the Republican
listen very closely.
Started seeing change as being a product much more of social movements and individuals rather than in the result of people, you know, cutting deals in back rooms on Capitol Hill. And that's what I dedicated myself to. But I held on to those Zionist ideas.
Right here.
So I would say things like, I'm against all war, but Israel has the right to defend itself.
Oh.
I'm against all nationalisms, although except for, you know, I think Israel is really an exception to that.
Oh, really? Me too. That's the way I was.
All nationalisms except nationalisms of oppressed people.
Right.
Black nationalism, I will always proudly stand with. Latinx nationalism, but Chicano nationalism. But at the same time, I would. This is such a long answer. Is that okay?
No, it's okay. You're explaining your hypocrisy that you have called yourself out on. It means you're a very honest person today, and that people can trust you because you're willing to say, "Listen to all the mistakes that I've made, and this is how I used to think. This is how I think today." Check this out. I think this is just an eye-opening, amazing conversation between two Jewish men.
Go ahead. All right. But at the same time, I would be like, Israel is the exception. Israel is the exception. And obviously, I was always,
so good.
because I was in these radical circles, I was in debates with Palestinians, with other Jews, with people I respected deeply, people from the Middle East.
This is in your 20s?
Yeah. You know, right now, when I'm talking to you, I'm between the ages of 18 and 20.
Okay, right.
Like, I if my mom is hearing this, she's going to wish I was in class more. But I was, in college, I was doing most of my reading outside the classroom, if I'm being really honest.
I understand that completely, yes.
Yeah,
I got you.
and I was reading, believe me. Just wasn't what I was being told to read. And finally, the contradiction just became too great. Like, I want to see liberation for all people. And that means liberation for the Palestinian people. I want to see liberation for Jewish people, of course, but I don't think, certainly not now, I could say I don't think a right-wing theocracy is an avenue towards liberation. But even in those days, when people were, you know, hopeful about Rabin and Arafat and Oslo, when there was this sense of hope of a two-state solution, even then, I was like, I need to reject this and really stand for one state with equal rights for all, because a two-state solution would be an unequal relationship and further oppression by different means. You know, we need to have a South Africa mindset to this, where we have to identify apartheid as apartheid and as consistent anti-racist and anti-oppression activists. We need to take this on. Now, I had Jewish people in my home be like, racism, what are you talking about? This isn't black and white. But it's like, that only made me more firm in my beliefs, because if you can understand historically how the English oppressed the Irish You know, and if you understand historically that race is just an idiotic construct that's constructed as a modes of oppression,
Right?
then you can then I think racism has to be identified as such a dominant feature of Israeli society, and one that's
Wow.
long-standing, and let alone talking about today, where they're now actually talking actual legislation for different punishments based on your ethnicity and
In
based
Israel
on your
at this
religion.
moment.
Yes.
Right. With this new right-wing government.
Yes, exactly.
Fascist government.
Yes, but this fascist
Fascist.
government, to me,
Right.
all it is
Nice.
the fruit from a poison
Israel has
tree.
become
It's
fascist.
something that
Nice.
has been coming to fruition for some time. And the last thing I'll say is when people say to me, "Well, what did you read to shape your politics
and then
about this?"
he says,
It's-
I read everything, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, that was the most important thing. I think the most important thing that I heard up until now, that was 7 minutes in. I went 15 minutes in, but that was so important that he said, I'm anti-nationalism, but for me it was okay for Israelis to be nationalist. I'm anti-war. Oh, but it was okay for Israel to be doing war. And then through the course of those realizations, he has become a different human being altogether. Not one based out of hypocrisy and having that narrow, view where you can't see anything except what you want to see. That's an awakening, man. And, that's two Jewish guys talking about Palestine. But this is true with everything in life. It doesn't matter. And when you rip those fucking blinders off and you start really listening to people that have been talking to you that were making sense all along, and it starts making sense, that's the growth, man. That's the journey. That's you making progress. That's what I love to hear about. That's what I love to see. And this guy is revealing what journey he went through. And I'll probably take some more time to go on and listen to this whole podcast. Like I said, it's 35 minutes. But I found the first 8 minutes riveting, man, especially when he starts saying how the way he used to look at things, but it was okay for Israel. He looked at, he was anti-fascist, but it was okay for Israel to be fascist. Because they got to protect themselves and blah, blah, blah. It'll really make you think, won't it? I hope so. I hope that you guys hearing that podcast helped you guys think about some shit that normally you wouldn't have thought about, All right, man. Well, let's think about a fucking dab. What do you say about that? Where's
Arafat
my
Nakba.
clocky?
Yes, cheers.
Why don't we see the clocky anymore? Why don't we see the clocky, man? We lost our clock. And I don't know why. That's weird. Huh. Dude.
Arafat
Where's
Nakba.
my clock?
We broke time again, ha ha ha.
We broke
Tula
time.
Tetro.
I know, we broke.
Just woke up, went to sleep on your morning live.
Hey, Tula, don't sleep on me. Don't fall asleep on me. What's going on with this clock not working, dude? Huh. It was locked. The clock was locked. I know that's funny. It was locked in place. I don't know how it could have just disappeared. But it confuses me because... Okay, 4:20, man. It's 4:20, Cyber. I got another clock over here. Oh, plus I got the clock right there, too. Excellent.
Arafat Nakba.
You're a better man than me. So
Yeah, it's 4:20. Everyone cheers.
You're all better than me, okay? Let's just say it. Let's just call it what it is. Cyber cheers. Arafat Nakba cheers. You're going to have to explain to me what you meant in that tweet, dude. Your friends. Who are your friends? I don't know what you're talking about. Tula and Ireland 04. Hello. And Token Tony Z. Cheers, guys. Dabs for days.
Cheers, bro. Cheers, everybody.
Tula Tetro. Those apes are unnaturally huge.
That tasted like Fruit Loops. I love that shit.
Arafat Nakba. I like to also call them the rumor mill. They're helping me spin the world. Cheers.
Yeah, these grapes are large. That one was on its way out. Ireland says I have one hell of a set of lungs. Everyone could have lungs like this if you wouldn't use tobacco products. Everyone. Everyone could do giant hits. I see Pinoy, he takes a hit and blows it right out, and I'm like, oh God, just think about all that dab he just wasted that's not going into his brain, that's not going into his bloodstream. He's like, I'm like, yeah, he gets high as shit, don't get me wrong, he does a giant dab. He probably inhales more than me in that little second. He probably does, because I see what he's blowing out. At the same time, God, I look at it as such a waste. I'm like, you're just wasting it, bro.
Tula Tetro. Inhaling off a glass castle.
What's a glass castle? You have a glass castle? Have you tried the cotton candy grapes? I think you can get them at both.
Arafat Nakba.
Yes, I think I did.
Yeah, I also hold concentrates in too, but he takes huge hits.
Either that or some kind of grape. It was weird. And somebody told me about cotton candy grapes. I can't remember. Concentrates in too, but he takes huge hits.
Tula Tetro. Your water pipe.
Oh, it's a little glass castle. You think it's a glass castle? It's cute. I like this one, man. This one is so cute. Love that fucking dome, dude. It reminds me of a board game. That thing, it pops up. I can't remember what game that was. Kind of reminds me of Hungry Hungry Hippos, too.
Arafat Nakba. With the dice.
You freeze your grapes. Hell yeah, you do. I mean, I think I'm wasting a ton right now. Burning off on that nail like that. That's probably a dab right there.
Tula Tetro.
Should I try and just see?
Were you yelling this morning? I think I fell asleep to a comforting nay yell.
Yes, I was yelling. No, I shouldn't have done that. It's all spent. Oops. So let's see. That was help expose right-wing lies. Donate. That's funny. They've raised $137. Help expose right-wing lies. I gotta say, they're exposing left-wing lies too, man. When they say that Israel is fascist, which they just did, they called Israel fascist, right? You heard that. Well, then you're exposing left-wing lies too that say that Israel is perfect and beautiful in every way, and that they do no wrong, and that they're just backed up against the wall and they have no choice, and blah 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 blah. Excuses, excuses, excuses. No, you're exposing left-wing lies too, bro. And I think that's interesting. I wouldn't mind actually...
but they're still owning a lot of the local bit.
Leaving him a comment. He's only got 11 comments. How many people watched? 18 people. I spelled innocent wrong? How do you spell innocent wrong? Oh, that's not a spelling. It's they're saying it's in the wrong place, or I'm using it incorrectly. Oh, I know. I accidentally hit 2 spaces after the word innocent. That's what it was. So I'm leaving a reply, and I have a feeling he's going to see this because he doesn't have a lot of viewers. He doesn't have a lot of people watching. It's got 758 views. For a show like this, I figured it'd be much bigger.
Arafat Nakba. What happened this morning? Did you hurt your feelings again? That was epic.
Did I hurt my own feelings? No. Yes, I did. I hurt my own feelings. Actually, I did. I hurt my own feelings.
Justin Jefferson.
Misread a fucking
Stop by
shirt.
Toad and CR Boyne on therapy range.
10:30 tonight. Thank you, Justin, for reminding me.
Tula Tetro.
10:30 tonight.
Squishy Fifis.
You guys come on over to therapy. Well, we'll be broadcasting it here live too. But we'll be live on Therapy Range. It's going to be awesome. So don't miss that show tonight. 10:30 p.m. tonight. Eastern Standard Time.
Arafat Nakba. The trendy nay hurt feelings to her rules. Cheers.
G0 Media. Okay, let's watch this.
Where it used to be, let's just rid the world of
Justin
the Jew,
Jefferson.
and everything's going to be
Hopefully
fine.
he wears a div
right?
shirt.
Nobody says that in a polite society today, but what they do say is let's just rid the world of the Jewish state, and then everything will be fine.
Hello and welcome to G0 World. I'm Ian Bremmer, and today we are charting the startling rise in anti-Semitism, both in the U.S. and globally. From chants of...
Would you guys say that Christianity has its own state with the Vatican?
That is a state, right? The Vatican is a state.
But is that Catholic or Christian? And I'm confused about that. Is that...
That's Catholic, right?
Arafat Nakba.
I don't know. To be honest, I don't fucking know.
Do Christian people hold the Vatican dear? Like, that's my guess would be my question for
Tula Tetro.
Not
for a
it.
Christian.
I know in Denmark we are what you will call Lutherans or something like that.
Lutherans?
And
Lutherans.
we don't. Yeah.
Yep.
And we don't care about the Catholic, how you fucking put it, the church down there in
Catholic
Italy.
Church.
We don't care about that actually.
Okay, well, my question would be then, how big is Catholicism? How many people are Catholic?
They sit next to the Palestinians at the unlately.
Oh, the Vatican does? That's interesting. Here, let's do this.
Tula
I'm gonna
Tetro.
Google it really fast.
Christians like a part or F the family member.
Okay, Google. Total number
I
of
always
Catholics
thought
in the
that
world.
Catholic
Dude, you're talking
was
over my
fucking
Google.
big proportionally.
I'm trying to Google, bro. I can't Google because you're talking over it. Hold on a second. Hold on. Wait, it's listening to everything I'm saying now. Okay, Google. How many Catholics are in the world?
1.36 billion. According to U.S.
Okay, well there you go.
University of Southern
When they say
California,
that
February
Israel
2022.
Jews don't deserve their own state. Well, Catholics have their own, and there's 1 point something billion of them. So you're gonna get rid of the Vatican? You're going to get rid of Israel, you got to get rid of the Vatican, right? If you're going to be fair. What, Cyber? I'm sorry to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, it's all good. I don't remember.
If it comes back to you.
Yeah, I don't remember. Son.
That was the point I was making, was so people are calling for the end of Israel, like the Jews don't deserve their own state. Well, then you're going to have to call for the end of the Vatican too. If you're serious that a religion doesn't get its own state. Now, this is, if I was Catholic, this would be my response. Well, who's the Vatican attacking and keeping out of?
Sounds like a plan that the Pope can retire and tear on cheers.
Is the Vatican City building a wall and keeping their neighbors out? No, they're not. So there's a good argument in there, and I can argue both sides. That's debating, and when you deal with facts, bring all the facts to the table, lay them out there, and see how you feel. Hello to all my Catholic friends out there. You know who I miss? I miss fucking, goddamn. What's his name, dude? The guy that did the chat for us from Israel. I forgot his fucking name. And so did you.
Oh, I remember. I wanted to say that in basically all Americans movies you see, people always fucking Catholic, right? They always fucking have that bead in their hands and shit like that. That's the main religion you fucking see, right?
Yes, I believe so. Catholic is very popular in, yes, you're right. Yeah.
And they always do the cross sign and all that shit, right? I mean,
yeah, like in horror Catholics are...
No matter if it's a fucking gangster or a fucking doctor, they all have that religion in movies.
He's talking about like horror movies though. But it's always Catholics and like the ones where they're trying to exorcise freaking demons out of people. It's always the Catholics doing crazy shit like that.
Yeah.
And no, you make a really good point, and it's almost like the people who make monster movies are trying to show that Catholics are the real monsters, you know? It's funny. I mean, why would Catholics be in all these horror movies? It's always the poor Catholics. Leave the Catholics alone! 1-point-something billion. That's a big one. You know? I don't think there's that many Jews in the world. Okay, Google. How many total Jews are in the world?
Catholics speak a lot of Latin when doing cross signs.
According to Wikipedia, Jewish population by country. As of 2023, the world's core Jewish population, those identifying as Jews above all else, was estimated at 16 million, 0.2% of the 8 billion worldwide population.
Dude, there's only 16 million Jews in the world, compared to 1-point-something billion Catholics. There's no telling how many Christians there are. Okay, Google. How many people identify as Christian around the world?
Arafat
According to
Nakba.
Wikipedia,
Now
in
that's a scary
2020,
thought.
Pew estimated the number of Christians worldwide to be around 2.38 billion.
2.4.
According to various scholars and sources,
Almost 2.5 billion
conversions in the global
Christians
South were cited as the reasons for the Christian population growth.
Okay, Google. How many people identify as Muslim around the world?
Here are some results.
Oh, she don't want to say that one out loud. It brings up something about... Can you believe that? It brought up something about ISIS? Bro. That is the most uncool thing I've ever seen in my entire life. The very first thing that popped up. Islamic State, known as ISIS or ISIL. Can you believe that shit? That is the very first link that popped up. That's bullshit, dude. Free Research Center. No, Pew. It's the Pew Research Center. PEW. immediately speaking about ISIS, dude. That is so not cool.
Arafat Nakba. Welcome to the West destabilization of Islam.
Okay, Google. How many total Muslims on the planet?
According to Nations Online Project, an estimated 1.8 billion or more than 24% of the world population identify themselves as Muslims.
So you got Jews,
the official religion of
Catholics,
26 countries in
Muslims,
Asia,
and then
Sub-Saharan
Christians
Africa,
in that
North
order,
Africa,
and Christians have the
Middle
most amount of people. Now, Christians, as far as I know, they don't have what they consider a state where they can all go and where they're considered free because they look at the whole world that way. Lucky you. But Muslims, they go to Mecca, right? That's like Mecca is like there's like their state or something. Would that be considered the Muslim state? So they've got their own. Am I wrong about that? I don't know I don't know what I'm talking about. Somebody correct me on the chat, please. Don't forget 10:30 tonight, guys. Show.
Arafat Nakba.
With Paul.
I go Karbala for Imam Ali.
We had fun with Paul. We're gonna have more fun, so.
Tula Tetro. Yeah, they pray facing to the Mecca anywhere in the world.
There you go. Something like that. All right, let's watch this.
Blood and soil at the Unite the Right rally in Charlottesville in 2017 to the horrific murder of 11 worshipers at Pittsburgh's Tree of Life Synagogue in 2018. There's been a marked
Fucking horrific
uptick in anti-Semitic sentiment and violence in recent years. Anti-Semitism is, of course, nothing new, but why is it making a comeback? Here to help me wade through these difficult questions is Israeli actress and activist Noah Tishby, who's served in Israel's government as its anti-Semitism envoy. That was before Prime Minister Netanyahu dismissed her for speaking out against his controversial judicial reform agenda. And later, an early look
that doesn't sound fascist to me at all.
Look at a new film about one of Israel's most controversial leaders, Present Prime Minister excluded.
I'm not that little girl hiding in the cellar.
But first,
that does look just like gold in my ear. That's crazy.
The only constants in life: death, taxes, and social media trolls. And I love my trolls, don't get me wrong. In fact, for years, I've featured a troll of the week every Friday afternoon on my Twitter page.
That's cool.
And some of them can be quite hurtful.
Some of them can be quite hurtful. And I want you guys to know that too. Sometimes your trolling can be quite hurtful. Fuck you! I love it. I love it. So I guess from somebody who can't say fuck you, you know? Dude, if you could just say fuck you, you'd get it all out. You'd be fine. You'd be hurt so bad, dude. You keep doing your show. So this is cool. But anyway, I just want to say this is G0 Media. G0 Media. That's who this is. It's only got 84 comments in their comment section, so they're not like huge. We'll give them a thumbs up there, 141 thumbs ups.
But there are trolls, and then there are trolls. And here are some recent tweets I got.
You Zionist pig. God. Just called him a Jew.
Just another day in our great social
I'm
media
just kind of curious. Are you not, bro? Does that offend you when he calls you that? That's interesting.
I do, however, have a minor quibble.
Did he say it like Eric Cartman says it? Then I understand.
Actually Jewish. But if I'm receiving this kind of
cheers TRENDYASDABBERS at Etne's Garden. Cheers Trendis.
Cheers, Randy.
Imagine what an average day is like for a Jewish person, especially with a decent Twitter following. Blame social media all you want, but anti-Semitism is as old as civilization. An ancient Greek historian in the 2nd century BCE railed against, and I quote, the ridiculous practices of the Jews and the absurdity of their law. Shakespeare's Shylock once asked, if you prick us, do we not bleed? But lately it feels like this particularly ugly trend is back in fashion. And the numbers back that up. The Anti-Defamation League found 3,700 instances of anti-Semitic harassment, vandalism, or assault around the country last year alone. It's the highest number in 43 years. The FBI has also marked an uptick in hate crimes, with nearly 2/3 of all hate crimes targeting Jews.
Jews will not replace us! Jews will not replace us!
You sound
Do you
insecure.
remember the sight of tiki torch-bearing white supremacists marching on Charlottesville?
They sound
back
so
in
insecure.
2017's
Jews
Unite the
will
Right rally?
not replace
On October
us.
27 in 2018, a
Jews
gunman
will
killed
not.
11 worshippers
It's like,
in Pittsburgh's
what is
Tree of
wrong
Life
with
synagogue.
you?
The
What does that
deadliest
even mean?
anti-Semitic attack in U.S. history. In January of 2022, a British citizen radicalized by Islamic extremists walked into a Texas synagogue, took a rabbi and several others hostage. Thanks to the heroism of the rabbi who had received training for such an event, the congregants managed to escape unharmed.
I threw a chair at the gunman, and I headed for the door. And all three of us were able to get out without even a shot being fired.
Fuck yeah, that's a badass rabbi right there, folks. And now, I just want to take a moment to let you all know that this is what I've told every single one of you. If you ever find yourself in a situation like this, you fucking fight and you do what you gotta fucking do. You don't lock up and let somebody kill you. This motherfucker's a hero. He picked up a chair, dude, and defended somebody. Three people with a. He defended two other parishioners or a third member of his congregation with a fucking chair, dude. He's a fucking hero. All of you could do that shit. Fucking protect yourselves. Whatever you gotta fucking do, man.
So how did we get here?
Get that
Because
motherfucker with the
The United States always
gun.
had this ugly undercurrent beneath its surface, waiting for the right moment to erupt. To help me wade through these very difficult questions is the Israeli actress, writer, and activist, Noah Tishby, and she joins me now. Noah Tishby, great to see you.
Great to see you as well.
So, not an easy topic that we're talking about today.
Noah Tishby, such a beautiful woman. Why does your name suck so bad? Okay, next question.
I remember the
Noah
Tree of
Tishby.
Life, synagogue attack.
Hey, Noah
violent
Tishby.
attack in U.S. history. And then Anti-Defamation League comes out and says more anti-Semitic attacks than last year
Arafat Nakba.
than any point since.
Little Richie puts it best, Israel is a political ideology.
You're very familiar with those stats. Why? What accounts for it?
That's a great question. So, first of all, the thing to remember is that anti-Semitism is the oldest form of hate and discrimination that is still being practiced today. And you and I were...
That's bullshit and fucking stupid that she just said that. I can't even believe that she just fucking said that. Anti-Semitism is the oldest form of hate that's being... Really, so... I don't know, man. What year was what was that dude? Genghis Khan. What year was he discriminating against Asian people? I'm just kind of curious. When was that? Wasn't that before the existence of Israel? That Genghis... What year was Genghis Khan? Okay, Google. What year was Genghis Khan in power?
Here is information from Wikipedia.
No, I think the Jews got Genghis. I think the Jews got about 1,000 years on them. So, no, even more. I'm sorry. They've got like, if he's at 1200 AD, I mean, they were 2500 BC, right? The Jews. Huh. Maybe she's got a point there. Wait, let me think. Was there anybody around before the Jews? The Jews like the first people on the planet? That can't be right. I have a feeling that there was tribal discrimination in Africa before there were ever Jews. Where are we going to go with there? What's would be a way to date something like that? Name an old African tribe. Like
Arafat Nakba. We gotta go back before Abraham.
No. Check this out, dude. There's gotta be like tribes that were in Africa, bro, that were battling each other. There were, dude. It was like the goddamn, Like there were Aztecs. When were the Aztecs, bro? The Aztecs were massively murdering and discriminating against people that were different from them. I'm sure based on the color of their skin or where they were from. So she wants to say that anti-Semitism is the oldest form of racism. What about racism based on the color of your skin? What year were that? Okay, Google. What years were the Aztecs in power?
According to
Arafat
Wikipedia,
Nakba.
the Aztecs were
The
a
Mayans too.
Mesoamerican culture that flourished in central Mexico in the post-classic period from 1300 to 1521.
Dude, the Jews still got the Aztecs. Okay, hold on. Who's before the Mayans? Okay, Google. What year were the Mayans in power?
According to Britannica, the rise of the Maya began about 250 CE, and what is known to archaeologists as the classic period of Mayan culture lasted until about 900 CE.
Dude, the Jews got them all beat, bro. The Jews have been around since 2500 BC, bro. Written history. 5,000-year-old calendar. Okay, Google. What year were the Jews first on the planet? I don't know how to say that.
According to Wikipedia, the early Israelites, the earliest recorded evidence of a people by the name of Israel appears in the Merneptah stele of ancient Egypt, dated to about 1200 BCE.
Okay, well, it says 1200. So I'm saying it's 2500. I thought their calendar was 5,000 years old. Maybe. Okay, Google. How old is the Jewish calendar?
According to Wikipedia, according to tradition,
I
the
got it
Hebrew
wrong.
calendar started at the time of creation.
It's only 2,500.
761 BCE.
It is.
It's only 2,500 years. I had it wrong. For some reason, I thought that the Jewish calendar was 5,000 years. It's only 2,500 years. But still, by a few hundred years, the Jews got everybody fucking beat. Just about. So, she wins. I lose. She's pretty much, it's like the oldest form of discrimination in the world, bro. Because, the Jews were run out of every fucking country they were ever in. The whole thing, though, is the Egypt thing never happened. The Jews were never discriminated against and put into slavery in Egypt. And there's absolutely not a shred of evidence to back any of that up. So you can't say that the Egyptians were discriminating against the Jews.
I looked at the Jewish calendar around 5,458-ish.
Dude, how is it the year 5458? And they're saying that it's only from 1200. I'm so confused. The current Hebrew year is 5783.
Dave Fishing. Oak Tree posted his plants from drone view look huge. Arafat Nakba.
It's 57
in the year of their Lord.
It's 5783. And I don't understand how their calendar's that old if they're not that old. I mean, if their calendar's that old, then they got to be older than that. Because they were around before they started keeping track of time. So think about that shit. That's crazy, man. That's an interesting thing. Wow. So, I'm 99.9% Ashkenazi Jew, right? Hey, man, my people been around, bro. I'm just saying. We've been around for a long fucking time. Donald Trump wants to talk about fucking how pure his genes are. They ain't as pure as mine, motherfucker.
Calendar.
You're a fucking rugrat, Trump, compared to me, bitch.
We're talking off camera for a second before, and you said that you've never got a chance to talk to anybody about anti-Semitism. And that's what's happening. What's happening is that it's so prevalent, it's so pervasive, it's everywhere in our society, but for some reason, people don't give it as much attention. It comes from three different
it gets a lot of attention.
Anti-Semitism is on the far right, which is the one that we can identify very easily. It's the Charlottesville. It comes from the far left, which is a little bit more...
You guys hear a lot about anti-Semitism out there, right? I do. I don't know. Maybe we're watching different news. She's like, nobody's talking about it. I've heard a lot about it.
Insidious and hard to decipher, which we'll talk about a little bit more, which is equating Israel to Hamas and to terrorist organizations, and it comes from radical Islam. The answer as to why I can't give you this answer because it's been around for so long. It is so ingrained in our society. What I'm doing in my position in my life, as part of my life's work, is shedding a light on it so people can actually get present to what it is that they're doing, because a lot of it comes from unconscious biases about the Jewish people.
But
It
I
really
was
does.
taught about the Holocaust when I was a kid. I mean, look, I didn't have any Jewish friends because
You did not have any Jewish friends?
I didn't know any. I didn't.
Until what age?
Probably would have been in high school.
God,
I
you
went
didn't go to
Jewish summer camp of all things, Camp Menorah. I was like
really?
the one non-Jewish
Camp
kid.
Menorah.
But the point was, I was
Dude,
so aware
I
that
swear,
there
if I was gonna make a movie and have like a fake camp in my comedy movie and it was gonna be fucking hilarious and it was gonna be Jewish people, I would totally call the camp Camp Menorah. That's fucking hilarious.
Dave Fishing. That's hilarious.
It's fucking hilarious. He went to Camp Menorah. Oh, I gotta ask my mom if she ever heard of that. That's fucking funny as fuck, dude.
such a thing
Oh my
As
god.
anti-Semitism?
as anti-Semitism.
Because of Holocaust.
Arafat Nakba.
Of course,
Yeah.
yeah.
Camp Menorah is
I
funny
wasn't
AF.
something
Camp
that,
Menorah,
like,
dude.
was
It might as well,
discussed
dude.
between-
It might as well be Camp Dreidel, you know, or Camp Hanukkah or something. Fucking camp is so random and dumb. Camp Menorah,
Dave Fisher.
dude. You know the Christians.
Ha, ha, ha,
The
ha.
Christians go to Camp Mistletoe and Camp Christmas Tree.
family. It wasn't something, and then suddenly, right?
Oh my God.
Not only are we becoming more aware of it
Oh my
because
God.
we're seeing the attacks, but we're also becoming more aware of it because it just seems more ever present in the discourse.
Yes.
It's the attacks on Soros. It's the
Soros, code word for
word
Jew.
for-
Absolutely.
yeah.
Hey, Soros is an evil piece of shit. He pays off politicians. He pays off
Arafat
entire
Nakba.
countries to get what he
Ha, ha, ha,
fucking
Christmas
wants.
tree where children
Okay,
learn
he's
to
as fucking
Mad Pussy.
nasty and
Kid
as
could go
as
fish.
as any other person out there that does influence, pushes his influence on people with his money. And you guys are gonna sit here and defend him?
Wait, look, and I've been like, frankly, I see a lot of the social media trolls against me. I'm not Jewish, but people that are using
Oh,
the
my bad.
Jew as a, yeah, I guess I don't know. I mean,
I assumed the guy was Jewish. I was wondering why the guy was claiming he didn't have any Jewish friends. Oh, he's not Jewish. I was like, weren't you going to the synagogue and going to the freaking hanging out and doing the Jewish stuff? I guess Sunday school.
kind of intellectual.
He wasn't Jewish.
Kind of a white guy. Maybe that's another way to go after you. I don't know. But so the point is, I want to know where you think it's clearly becoming a
Totally,
bigger problem.
this man totally strikes me as a modern day New York style Jewish man. 100%. If you had asked me, I would have put fucking money on it. If one of you knew ahead of time and go, "Nay, you know that guy's not Jewish," I would have been like, "Fuck you, that guy's not Jewish." I would have been like that. But I wonder, I wonder what the fuck he is really. I wonder what his DNA says, because he just strikes me as completely the whole New York style Seinfeld fucking,
Absolutely.
Today. So why do you think that is?
Again, I'm not entirely sure
Like a
where
Seinfeld
this
character.
is coming from, because every single person has a bias around the other, right? We've learned this throughout the George Floyd demonstrations. We walk around, you see somebody of a different ethnicity, and you're like, yeah, all right. You immediately have this kind of relationship to that other. And people have the same thing.
Dude,
about
I
the
got a
Jewish
dab
people. So
on
if it's
deck.
the
I'm
Jews
not
of
doing
all
my
the power,
dab. I
the
got a
Jews of all the
dab.
money,
Cyber,
the
are
Jews
you
in
packed
Hollywood,
up, bro?
They control this. All of that.
No, I'm not.
What
Okay.
people think about the Jews. And with everything that's happening online, I do believe that to some extent the Jews and Israel are kind of patient zero with this.
Did you
It's coming
guys
from
hear
something
about
that's-
the spotless giraffe that was born? There was a giraffe was born with no spots. I don't know if that's albino. Probably not albino, but maybe something. Mom, it wasn't an albino. It wasn't an albino giraffe, was it?
No.
No.
There's no spots, honey.
Just no
Just
spots.
regular brown
Spotless.
around, all brown. Did Harley ever come in?
Mm-hmm.
No. I have a call into. Oh, jeez. Can you talk?
Well,
No.
not. I mean, if you
All right,
want,
later. We'll talk later.
if you want 20 people to hear what you're saying,
Talk to you later. Okay.
20 people that love you and are concerned about everything you have to say, Ma. Cyber cheers, Matt P, Arafat, Dave Fishing. I love calling him Dave Fishing. It's my favorite thing now. Token Tony Z, Ireland. Cheers, everybody. No longer gonna get us.
Cheers, bro. Cheers up, buddy.
Arafat Nakba. Yeah, let's hang out with Mom. Cheers. Matt Postma. Cheers.
Very deep in our society. This is not something that I can be like, all right, it's coming
Project
from
Change
this
Battery in
particular
the fire
person or
detector
that
was a
particular
success.
person.
Got more people to check their detractors than Smokey the Bear.
I did, so I wrote a book about Israel, which as part of the research, I get obsessed with various
Project Change Battery in the fire detector was a success. That's so fucking funny.
historical figures. One of them is Josephus, was a historian that lived around the days of the first Jewish-Roman War in 70 AD. And he moved to Rome after the fall of Jerusalem, and he wrote this book called The Antiquity of the Jews. It was an epic 10-volume book that he wrote as a historian in order to fight pagan anti-Semitism in 74 AD. And when I read that, I'm like, wait, pagan anti-Semitism was so bad in 74 AD that this Jew in Rome...
Okay, it's history lesson is great and all, you know, and you're not that hard to look at. At the same time, what you're talking about has absolutely nothing to do with the situation we're in today because of what Israel has been fucking pulling with Palestine and the way people feel, and people like Ron DeSantis and people like Donald Trump that are increasing the hatred towards people that are different than other people. They're dividing people. The Republican Party is doing this. The Democrats are fucking doing this. They're silencing people they disagree with. And you're talking about something that happened in 74 AD. Okay, so...
felt the need to write about it. And this is what we're dealing with. It has been shape-shifting throughout the generations. And this is where we're at right now. It's the Soros, it's the Rothschild, it's the colonialism, it's all of this rhetoric that we hear. And it's spreading out online like never before.
Did you ever think that if there was no George Soros out there spending his fucking money on political influence, there wouldn't be so much hatred towards Jews? Did you ever think about that? You're not going to give any of the blame to the man that acquired all this wealth and then uses it to fucking push his fucking his fucking pompous fucking agenda onto people that don't like it. She's insane, and the two of them are sitting here defending George Soros like he's some kind of a fucking savior.
And here's the other thing: anti-Semitism is not a simple form of racism. Right? So anti-Semitism is anti-Jewish racism, but it's not as simple as any other racism, because when you're racist about any other ethnicity, you think they're less than you, right? You're kind of like, oh, they're not as great as me, I'm better than them, right? Anti-Semitism is a shape-shifting conspiracy theory. So it's not...
Holy... Dude, are you listening to this? Oh my God, she's fucking psychotic for saying what she's saying right now. People hate Jews, you know, because they have so much respect for their intelligence. That's why they hate them so much. You know, because it's so intelligent the way they're dealing with Palestine by stealing their land and murdering people.
Not just punching down, it's also punching up.
Well, I mean, there's a fair amount of that. Why is the Supreme Court removing affirmative action quotas in
Such a
part
lame-ass fucking
Harvard and other
statement she
universities
just made.
that aren't allowing in as many Asians,
yeah.
as there
Yeah.
would be, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, there's some of that.
There
I mean, I
is.
wouldn't say it's unique the way you just described it, only to Jews.
That's true, and that's one of the bonds that we're finding between the Asian community. We're number one and number two in hate crimes in America, because now there's not something. Let's celebrate it if it's here.
Yeah.
May as well. So my whole thing, and this is something that I've borrowed from my friend David. Eric Weinstein, who's a brilliant man, and he said the Jews are not overrepresented, they're over-contributing. So yeah, all right, we're over-contributing, but that doesn't mean anything, doesn't have anything to do with control or with overpower.
And most of what you guys are talking about doesn't have to do anything with the subject you're trying to tackle either. So, you know, this is so much fucking nonsense so far.
Do you think it's easier to be openly anti-Semitic in the United States today?
Yeah, I do.
And what do you think the consequences for that need to be?
It breaks my heart that it is easier to be openly anti-Semitic.
So here we go talking about...
It's easy to be anti-Semitic.
Here we go. We're getting ready to talk about silencing Nazis. So here we go.
On the right, which is more of kind of like the classic anti-Semitism of Jews are the controlling, the this, the...
What should be the penalty for being openly...
very easy to be
hateful towards Jews? What should be the penalty?
And this is something that not a lot of people feel comfortable discussing, especially from the liberal, and I consider myself on the liberal side of the political map, even though I'm a registered independent.
I kind of find the term the Jews derogatory, that's why I say Jewish people.
The majority of it is coming from this disproportionate obsession about the state of Israel. Disproportionate obsession. Now, I am the first person to criticize the Israeli government when need be. Obviously, I lost a position because of that.
In the Netanyahu government.
In the Netanyahu government. This is totally fine to criticize Israeli politicians, Israeli policies, whatever. There's no problem there. But there's a strong sense in the political left right now, in the fringe, that, and it's becoming more accepted than it used to be, of denying Israel's right to exist. And this is something that, where it used to be, let's just rid the world of the Jew, and everything's going to be fine, right? Nobody says that in a polite society today, but what they do say is, let's just rid the world of the Jewish state, and then everything will be fine. So there's literally, like, in terms of polite societies in America, there's one bastion of colonialism that needs to be eradicated, and everything would be okay, and it just happens to be the Jewish state. This is not for nothing that this is happening, and just this country just happens to be Jewish, and people are like saying that it doesn't have the right to exist as other countries do.
I obviously see the rise of anti-Semitism in the United States. I also see Israel as getting more military support from the United States than any other country in the world, and by a long margin. Israel is being by far the most steadfast ally of the United States.
It absolutely is. It should be. It will always continue to be.
Whether it's on the left or on the right,
Absolutely.
Democrats, Republicans. So
People
I mean,
that actually work with Israel, they know.
So I mean, I'm having a hard time. I mean, yeah, I see Marjorie Taylor Greene talk about space lasers, right?
That's the Jews. That's the right wing.
I know,
That's
and I see Rashida Tlaib like certainly supporting, BDS movement, for
Bless
example.
her heart, as we say.
But
yeah, and get the fuck over it that she's supporting that. Get off of her. You know, this is an attack. They always do this.
But that's very different from people that are saying that Israel should not exist as a country. I have not seen much of that. Do you really see that? How is it expressed?
Go to every college campus in America. Talk to college students and see their experience. This is something... Almost every college has apartheid week, in which it's full on a week of slandering the state of Israel with rhetoric that sounds, if you just change the word Zionist to the word Jew, it sounds like 1936 Germany, right? So the Zionists are killing babies. The Jews are drinking Jewish, Christian blood. And every college student in America is actually experiencing this. 50% of college students in America feel the need to hide their Jewish identity. That's not coming from Marjorie Taylor Greene. That's coming from anti-Israel rhetoric.
50% of Jewish
Over
students
50% of Jewish
feel the
college,
need
yes, to
hide their Jewish
identity. They will not walk around wearing a Star of David like I do. They just kind of go, we don't want to deal with that. So, by the way, I'm glad that it's nowhere near Congress yet, right? I'm glad that it's not. It's nowhere near Congress because, again, once people get into positions of power, once they get educated, once they go to Israel, if you are in any kind of financial sector, any kind of tech sector, if you're a gay LGBTQ plus member of the LGBTQ plus community all over the world, you know that Israel is not the big bad wolf. But if you're on college campus, you have a completely different experience.
So what do you consider to be legitimate expressions of distaste with the politics of the Israeli government? I mean, there have been
many
millions of people demonstrating on the ground in Israel about concerns that they are losing their democracy. Those are mostly Jews.
Yes.
There are Palestinians who feel like their rights have been taken away. What's the line that needs to be drawn that isn't being drawn in your view?
Right to exist. That's the line. So on college campus, when people talk about the Zionist entity and they talk, which is usually it's literally the Ayatollah of Iran's rhetoric. It's the same language, right? They talk about dismantling the Jewish state. So the conversation moved from policies, West Bank, Bibi, yes or no, to, yeah, but is Israel really a state, or is it a colonialist endeavor that needs to be dismantled? And that is actually the reality of Jewish students on campus. This is where the line is drawn. If you have a problem with Israeli policies or politics, there's no problem there whatsoever. But if you actually look at the Jewish people and say they don't have the right for self-determination and self-governance in some parts of their ancestral land, that's where you've crossed the line.
And I mean, that clearly comes from, I suspect, a bunch of people that are saying, well, if the Palestinians are not being allowed or provided that, then why should we support
right, but
that
they usually
Jews
say the Jews are not allowed, then the Palestinians are allowed. That's number one. Number two, as a liberal, it's very challenging to act. The question needs to be asked, what do the Palestinians want as a political kind of movement? What is it that they're after? Because if they're after a state, then the question is, why is there no state? And this has been kind of put in the forefront, at the doorstep of Israel only. And it also needs to be asked of the Palestinians, why is there no Palestine yet? That's number one. Number two, if they are willing to have a two-state solution eventually, I'm sure there are going to be people on the Israeli side that are going to be willing to have that conversation again. However, if they're going to continue to chant, like a lot of people on college campuses do, from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free, we're going to keep having this issue. But at the end of the day, Israel wants peace. There's no question there. And if Israel stops fighting, there would be no more Israel. If the Arab world would stop fighting, there'll be peace everywhere.
No, Tishby.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
In 1973, a coalition of Arab states led by Egypt and Syria launched a surprise attack on the Israeli-occupied Sinai Peninsula and Golan Heights, sparking the Yom Kippur War. Israel's prime minister at the time was Golda Meir. Her controversial handling of the war is the subject of a new Hollywood film, and G0's Alex Clement, he has the story.
It's hard to imagine today, but for a tense few hours in October 1973, Israel faced the prospect of a resounding military defeat. A joint attack by Syria and Egypt had nearly overpowered Israel's badly unprepared troops. Prime Minister Golda Meir, the country's first and still only female leader, took charge over a group of bickering generals and turned the tide. But the existential shock of those initial hours remained. 6 months after the war, Meir resigned.
Today, the Egyptian and Syrian armies launched an offensive against Israel.
Half a century later, Israeli-American filmmaker Guy Nativ has made a new film about Meir and those fateful few days during the Yom Kippur War. He joins us now from Los Angeles. Guy, thank you for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
It seems to me that whenever a filmmaker makes a film about a well-known historical figure, the point is
Look
to
how much
try
she
to
looks like Golda Meir.
change or challenge an existing narrative about
Isn't that funny?
person. For you, what is the story of Golda Meir that you wanted to reframe or challenge or rewrite?
So Golda Meir was the scapegoat of the Yom Kippur War. Everybody thought that she was to blame, and she's the only one who's responsible for what happened. But reports that came out 15 years ago made sure that we know that she's not the only one, that the intelligence was responsible for the debacle of the war, and they screw up. So she took the blame. And she had to resign a year later. It was very easy to blame a woman, especially an older woman, for the failure and not have those commanders around her, especially Dayan, Moshe Dayan, to take the blame. She was humble enough and straight enough and honest enough to say, it's on me. But for me, I wanted to bring the new narrative into the cinema.
What aspect of that portrait do you think or hope viewers will find most surprising?
Well, I think there's a lot of stuff that no one knew about Golda. That she had cancer.
Yes, Paul, tonight, Therapy Range, everybody.
Arafat Nakba. We were busy arguing if Vietnam was a war or a conflict then.
10:30, guys, we're going to go live with Paul on Therapy Range. What's up, buddy? 10:30? I thought you wanted me in there early. I thought you told me to come early, bro. You said come in a half hour early. Huh.
What?
Oh, just fucking some bullshit I'm dealing with right here. Let me see if I'm okay. Oh, motherfucker. Unreal. Hoops to jump through.
Arafat Nakba. Do you think Uncle Hank gets new hearts like the Rockefellers do?
I love your podcast and been listening to it for a while. Man, I get emails like that all the time. It's all bullshit. So much bullshit. All right. Cool. I'm all set up there. All right. Cool. So, all right, I think I've heard enough about Golda Meir. That's interesting. That would be worth watching. You know, that was that the 6-Day War that they were referring to? And I thought Israel won that fucking war. Maybe we should watch more.
Concerned, she had those like secret treatments at
Arafat
night in the
Nakba.
hospital. So she.
I thought Israel won that war. I don't understand what she got fired, what she stepped down for. I'm so confused over if she took over and got her generals to defeat two different countries that were attacking from two different sides of her country simultaneously. Why did she have to step down in 6 months? I'm so confused.
She, in front of her commanders, she was like the.
What was the
grown-up
failure?
In charge.
Well, I'm not going to get under the table, but don't let me stop you.
But in secret rooms, in like behind the scenes, she almost collapsed. So I think that it's a view that no one really saw Golda in, like the fragile Golda, the humorous Golda, like the Golda in front of Kissinger, how she's like manipulating him, you know, the relationship with Kissinger.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about that.
Fuck Kissinger. She was fucking manipulating. Of
69.
course she was.
What is going on?
Hey, Meat, what's up? Hello.
The Kissinger scene. It's one of the most extraordinary scenes in the film. When Kissinger goes to Israel to meet with Golda Meir, she has him over to her kitchen. She forces him to eat borscht, and she wrangles these concessions out of him on U.S. support for Israel.
I think it's important that you remember that I am first an American, second I am Secretary of State, and third I am a Jew.
You forget that in Israel we read from right to left.
The dialogue in that scene is amazing. Was it based
That's
on
fucking
actual
funny.
recollections from Kissinger and Meir,
That's
or was it
funny.
just the work of
My mom would
well-informed
get such a kick out of
imagination?
that.
Arafat Nakba.
It's a great question. I
No
think
one
it's a
forces
mixed,
that man to
it's
eat
a
anything,
mixed,
ha, ha,
kind of a process.
My mom would get
and
such a kick
the
out of
funny
that.
thing is,
What the hell?
is that Liev Schreiber, that plays Kissinger,
Dialogue in that scene is amazing. Was it based
Your state.
on U.S. support for Israel?
I think it's important that you remember that.
Mom, you have to listen to what Golda Meir said back to Henry Kissinger when they had a meeting. He said, you have to remember, he says to Henry Kissinger says this to Golda Meir. Says, you have to remember, first, I'm an American.
I am first an American, second I am Secretary.
Second, I'm Secretary of State. And third, I'm a Jew. And then Golda Meir says to her, you have to remember in Israel, we read from right to left.
She was so brilliant.
Well, I don't know if that was really said. That's a movie. You know, but we're going to find out. Yeah, there's a deer and a hawk. Two hawks.
Yeah, I see.
Two hawks and a deer right here.
Secretary of State, and third, I am a Jew.
You forget that in Israel we read from right to left.
The dialogue in that scene is amazing. Was it based on actual recollections
There's a deer.
from Kissinger and Meir, or was it just the work of
Well, there's another deer. There's a deer laying down out there
it's a great
too.
question. I think it's a mix. It's a mixed kind of a process. And the funny thing is that Liev Schreiber, that plays Kissinger, met with Kissinger, who's 101, in New York. He's in New York apartment 2 days before the shooting. And he came to the screenwriter, Nicholas, and told him, listen, he told me so many cool things that we gotta put it in the script. So that's a line that Kissinger told him, actually.
What was it like to work with Helen Mirren?
You know, it's one thing to work with one of the best actresses of our time. She's the ultimate goat. But she's beyond nice. She's like on time. She woke up at at 3 a.m. to make the 4 until 7 makeup process for 3 hours. And it's like she's the most dedicated, nicest person that I could work with, but also one of the best actors of our time. She's a dear friend and amazing person to work with.
As you and I
Bonsai
are
House.
sitting here speaking, Israel
Evening.
itself is
Hey, Billy.
undergoing one of the most profound moments of domestic upheaval, really, in its history. The Netanyahu government is by far the most right-wing government in its history. There have been huge protests against Netanyahu's moves to reduce the power of the Israeli judiciary. In your
Arafat
view,
Nakba.
are there
Hey,
lines
Billy,
that
cheers.
can be drawn between the Golda Meir period and the Israel that we see today?
I think it's the polar opposite. I think that if you look at leaders like Golda Meir, Shimon Peres, all those leaders put their trust into the judicial system. So they believe in the high court in Israel. What Benjamin Netanyahu is doing is devastating.
Bonsai
I
House.
went to
I don't
demonstrate with my
understand the term
dad,
good for skills
who's a
tradesmen.
Whoa.
So they are so skilled, they are
veteran,
nearly
and we met
useless
a lot of
farm
war
animals.
veterans, and they
whoa.
all said,
Whoa. Listen to what he just said about Netanyahu. Listen to this. This is so important that people hear this.
those leaders put their trust into the judicial system. So they believe in the high court in Israel. What Benjamin Netanyahu is doing is devastating. I went to demonstrate with my dad, who's a Yom Kippur war veteran, and we met a lot of war veterans,
69.
and they all said,
I do not
this
know
is the
what
Yom
this
Kippur
BID
of
is, what is
democracy.
going on.
This is something that is devastating.
You know,
I
God
can't
damn it,
sleep
man.
at night thinking of
Benjamin Netanyahu is basically the president of Israel, right? He's a right-wing nut job. He is a
Mead
racist.
69. I lack a few brain cells, lol.
He's a racist
Arafat Nakba.
cunt job.
Edomar is worse.
Okay? He's a fucking racist cunt job. And the people of Israel are
Mead 69.
out in the
Isn't he the genocide guy?
basically, you know, the people there are in the street protesting him all the time, by the thousands, if not more. And oh, look at this deer coming here, guys.
Mead 69. Mowing the lawn, or something.
Look at this deer.
Dave fishing. Oh.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Mead 69. OMG a deer.
There's two of them. I was showing you. There's another one out there too, laying down behind that one.
Dave fishing. Doe a deer. Mead 69. I've never seen a deer. Arafat Nakba. The Trendy Nature Center rules.
Trinity Nature. National Graphic.
Smoke to the deer.
You should smoke. Okay.
But what would Golda say? You know, it's like a destruction of
Anyway,
every
so
field in Israel.
my point was these two guys are talking about they're discussing a movie about the 6-Day War and Golda Meir. That was, she basically was the prime minister of Israel at the time, and she took over. Some generals were kind of confused, and she just brought everybody together, and they ended up winning in 6 days. They were outnumbered and whatever, but they knew how to fight a battle. So, this movie is about that, but then we're listening to two guys. I don't know who these two guys are. Actually, I didn't pay attention. I don't know who they are. But they're talking about the movie, and he's talking about what a horrible person this leader of Israel is right now. And it's interesting because he's talking about a movie that glorifies Israel and glorifies, basically Golda Meir, who was a hero, So
terrible. Just terrible.
If there's one
Cheers,
thing
Cyber.
that
Cheers,
you
everybody. No
want
lolly gunning
viewers
cannabis.
to take away from your film,
Cheers, bro. Cheers, everybody.
not about Golda Meir herself, but about Israel in general, what is that one thing?
I think it's the pride, the Israeli pride from the 6-Day War that got slapped, got a big giant slap. And, you know, this hubris, these commanders that walked like superheroes after the 6-Day War, we controlled the Middle East, and suddenly were devastated by the reality of what's going on in Israel.
Arafat Nakba.
Before Yom Kippur,
Cheers,
Israel
Bibi
thought
lived
that
in
they are the biggest in the
Pennsylvania in
Middle
the
East and no
60s.
one can hurt us. But we saw what happened.
Guy Nativ, director of the new film Golda, thank you so much for joining
Oh,
us.
he
and
was
good
the
luck with
director.
film.
He was director of that
Appreciate
film. There you go. My clock, though, I'm very sad. I don't understand. It says URL clock. Let's try another clock. I'll just create another clock, maybe? It's under text, right? Text. Okay. And then I click on...
Arafat Nakba.
Oops.
You gonna hurt yourself now, ha ha ha.
And their clock is like, it says clock.
Mead 69.
No.
Who is Craig Jardullo?
Craig Jardullo is the co-host of a podcast called The Convo Couch on YouTube and Rumble. He's also co-host on the Jimmy Dore Show now. He's been hosting all of the Jimmy Dore shows lately, with Jimmy Dore sitting off to the side just commenting every once in a while. How do I add a clock? I forgot. It was... Was I just adding a URL? Display capture colors browser. Text.
Mead 69. Oh, I thought Dory Hole was Jimmy Dory. I was right, LMAOO.
You were right. Yep, you got it right. Dude, my clock is gone, and I don't know why. Transform.
Mead 69.
Order.
I was like, please don't let there be more Dory.
Scale filtering. Oh, scale filtering disable. Blending normal. Show trend full screen. Bro, I'm so sad. Oh shit, I'm so sad that my... I don't know how I did this.
Just Google how to add a clock in open broadcast.
I know.
I'm sure it will pop up.
But I've got it right in front of me. That's the whole thing. I did this, and it's right in front of my face. It's just not showing it to me, and I'm like, I can't. I can't click on stuff. Oh, here we go. I can't click on anything. I can't click on anything. Maybe if I wonder if it's...
Mead 69. Rip clock.
Rip clock is right, dude. Dude, how tall is this fucking box? Oh my god. I'm losing... Are you kidding me? Oh, I don't even know what I'm looking at right now. What is that? Get that out of here. Go away. I don't even know what's going on anymore. Here, let me unlock this. There's a lock, right? There we go. Unlocked. Clock. Alright, there's the clock. So weird. There it is. At least now I can see where it is. No. What's media source? That's weird. Media source. Nothing. Oh no. No clock. Clock's gone. Oh yeah, how to make a clock. You know, OBS, that's what I gotta do. Fucking A, dude.
Hip Hip Crusher. Rogue, hey, do you know the Borscht Belt?
Free clocks to your website, right? I remember. That's right. And I posted the URL. That's right. I remember this. And I've got the URL, and it's there. The URL is there. That's what's crazy in my clock. I clicked on it. I go to properties. There's the URL. free.timeanddate.com/clock. It's got my clock address. It's totally got my clock address. Custom. Read access to OBS status information. Oh, I fixed it, dude.
Nice.
Dude, there's a button that said refresh the cache of the page. Oh, I fixed it. There it is. I'm making it really big right there because whatever. I missed it.
Mead 69. Clock returns.
Dude, it was driving me crazy. I was like, the screen needed to be, the URL needed
Arafat
to be
Nakba.
refreshed.
All right, cheers, back in time.
I went and looked it up. Okay, so therapy range is like, you gotta watch this. Funny men can't be women.
Mead 69.
Oh, God.
Odin Moore 5 hours behind.
How do you guys smoke every day and not have the croupy cough? I don't smoke tobacco. Root for Rumble. A lot of people smoke blunts or they mix tobacco or whatever, or they smoke cigarettes. And that is what makes you cough all the time. Now, I take a medication that even gives me a dry cough. And sometimes at night, I'll get it. You know, I'll usually cough for a few minutes. It's uncomfortable, but then it goes away. It's my blood pressure medicine. That can't be a good thing.
Dave Fishing. I never cough if not smoking, and I smoke daily.
Therapy range says weed is good for you. No, weed is not good for you. Cannabis is good for you. I wouldn't touch weed, bro. I like the shit growing out there. I got a couple of them.
Dave
There's
Fishing.
one right there. I wouldn't put that in my
GF
pipe.
doesn't even cough
I wouldn't
when
put that in my
smoking,
pipe
it's
and
crazy.
smoke it, bro. Weed? What? That's so funny. Weed. Not so against this thing. He's probably like, what, dude? I thought you were cool. What do you mean? Are you one of those cannabis people? Are you one of those cannabis only people? Clears your lungs. Very good for you. I've been smoking for years, and I have to take breaks. Tolerance gets to a point where you have smoked so much. Maybe you guys just got lungs.
Arafat Nakba.
So,
I puff to avoid that pill I'm trying to do on enough
so
right now. Cheers.
Root for Rumble, are you telling me that you don't use tobacco?
Crusher. Can you see my last message? It says not posted due to conflicts. The message is not bad.
Can I see your message? Hippie Crusher, can I see your last message? Do you know the Borscht Belt? Yeah, I see it. With the little clown thing. And no, I do not. Go ahead, Summer.
He was saying something about tolerate breaks.
Yeah.
You just need to smoke more. I mean,
Yeah. Or hold your hits in. Like I do.
Hippie Crusher. The one on...
I have been smoking. I'm 50 years old. I've been smoking since I was 16. I think I had 2 or 3 tolerant breaks in that whole time. They're overrated. they work kind of. You get really fucking high the first day or something like that, or the first fucking 25 bong hits, and then or dabs or whatever, and then it's just back to normal. And then you was walking around I don't know how long without smoking, getting irritable and pissed off and things. Instead of you could just have smoked and be happy, you know.
Right.
Just do bigger hits.
There's no Hippie Crusher. I didn't see your other post. I'm sorry.
Arafat Nakba. Yet I've been high since 86. Mead 69. I am so tired FML.
Arafat, how old are you?
Hippie Crusher. Okay.
Root for Rumble says no tobacco, but you don't have lungs like me. Root for Rumble, maybe it's just in your head. Maybe you just need to practice.
55.
Oh, 55. Yeah, no, I don't understand why you have the kinds of views you have about dictators and shit. It's so weird when you remind me how old you are. That you're pro fucking dictators. You're so weird, dude. What's wrong with you? You like fascist dictators. Why is that? Is that why you like me? You look at me as a fascist dictator? That's not good for either of us. It's not a good look for me, and it's not a good thing for you.
Arafat Nakba. Thanks, ha ha ha.
Dude, Arafat Nakba loves fascist dictators and he never misses a Trendy Nay show. What the fuck, bro?
Arafat Nakba. No, you're a smart, kind man.
But you don't like smart, kind men. You like fucking dictators, bro. You like people who murder people that don't agree with them. You know? Like, I didn't want to see that guy today with the big ear holes because I thought he was talking about killing and hurting people, and he wasn't. But that just goes to show you how I feel about that kind of thing, man. I don't understand why you support fascists and how you and I can be the same age.
Mead 69. Emote 37236. This is fine.
Because we've had the same life experiences based on history. I mean, we've lived the same history timeline. You know? You remember, Arafat Nakba, do you remember when John Wayne died?
Mead 69. Fascism is cringe.
We were like 11 years old when that happened. Do you remember that shit? Remember when John...
Arafat Nakba. I've seen some weird stuff.
You remember when John Wayne died? Of cancer, of lung cancer from cigarettes?
Arafat Nakba. Kinda.
Don't you remember the news media made a huge deal about it because he died from smoking cigarettes? That was like a huge thing. Everybody was talking about it. John Wayne died, lung cancer, smoked too many cigarettes. Converted to a born-again Christian the day before he died. This was huge news, bro. It's had a profound effect on me at 11 years old. Changed my whole life. Stopped believing in God on that day when I was 11.
Arafat Nakba. Yes, then the warnings went on PAX.
Right? I wonder what year that started.
Mead 69. Which one is John Wayne? Is he the Nazi with the song about him?
Okay.
Arafat Nakba. Why?
Okay, Google. What year did the tobacco industry start issuing warnings about lung cancer and their product?
According to CDC, the Federal Cigarette Labeling and Advertising Act of 1965 required that the warning, caution, cigarette smoking may be hazardous to your
1965,
health,
so this
be
was
placed
before.
in small print on one of the side panels of each cigarette package.
They already had the warnings, bro. So John Wayne knew. He had said it right on the package that he was smoking, just like all of you that smoke cigarettes. You all see that white label that says, this causes lung cancer. You all know. It's fucking crazy.
Oh, in Europe, there's not just a white label, there's fucking graphic pictures of shit with people who fucking sick of cancer and their fucking wounds and shit. It's really fucking disgusting.
It's crazy. In Denmark?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think it's like that in whole
Australia.
What was it about John Wayne dying
like
made you decide God did not exist? Restream.io. Congratulations. You've received 100 messages today with Restream chat.
That's a great question, Arafat, because John Wayne converted to born-again Christianity the day before he died, or several days before he died, and he felt like he could go to heaven and that God would forgive him for all of his womanizing and all of his treating his body like shit, right? By just in one day saying, I declare that Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. And get the baptism in the bed, get some water dabbed on him, right? And I was an 11-year-old kid, and I go, wait a minute, because I'd already done some bad shit at 11. And I was like, there ain't no way that there is a system where you just say some words and then you go to this magical place. I couldn't even begin to understand. I mean, telling me that you had to live a life a certain way to get there, and that was at least believable. But when John Wayne did it in a day, I was like, I ain't buying it anymore. And then I started thinking about the whole damn thing, and it all just fell apart like a fucking house of cards, bro. Within seconds.
Yeah, but that's just one religion's concept of forgiveness.
Yeah, and that's all it took. One of the largest the largest religion on the planet. The one that the most amount of people believe in, which is Christianity. Praise Jesus, amen. So as an 11-year-old child, it no longer made sense to my little 11-year-old brain. The whole concept of God went poof. I was like, so what? Is that what you're told? That this is the rule, or this is the rules we play by? You just have a priest come into when you're on your deathbed. Yeah, there's one in every hospital. Great. Come to my deathbed, dude. Put the water on my head and let me say the words. And I'll tell you that I accept Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior. That's it. Boom. We're in. I'm going to heaven, baby! My little 11-year-old brain was like, no. No. I thought, that's fucking silly. And I felt sad because I was a big fan of John Wayne when I was an 11-year-old kid. And it hurt my feelings. I didn't know all this stuff about him. I didn't know that he was a womanizer. I didn't know he was a piece of shit. I didn't know he was a piece of human garbage. I thought he was just this fucking cool fucking hero from the movies, dude. You know? And,
That's just one side. Just because more go down that road does not make it right.
Okay, Arafat. Yeah, you're really making sense now.
So many things to do tomorrow.
Thanks for joining in the convo, bro. I can't believe we're the same age. It's so weird, man. You don't make any sense. What you just said made no sense to what we're talking about. Oh my god. Make some sense. Get back with me. I'm reading what Root for Rumble's saying over here.
The freaking Oracle. Could you imagine how the world would be today if religion didn't die?
Hey, Oracle. What's up, buddy? Freaking Oracle. More tools. Read aloud.
Listening to two Jewish men. Dry hits are harsh.
Route 16.
Root for Rumble.
Sorry, I have a zoomer attention span.
Spoon.
The pipe turns brown from the resin. I try to keep it clean, but that resin seems to bother my upper respiratory. Root for Rumble. Yeah, my water pipe broke. Might pick one up. Token Tony.
I do that from time to time.
Get yourself a bong or rig so much smoother. Root for Rumble. I can't stand the cigars. Root for Rumble.
Yeah.
The paper.
Yeah.
Root for Rumble. Joints are okay, but they all get that resin goo. Even the water bong you have to clean too.
Right. Well, you got to
Root for
clean them.
Rumble. The water and ice does cool down the harsh smoke.
Yes, it does. I should use
Root
ice.
for Rumble. I still watch old Western movies.
Oh, do you?
Root for Rumble. Once upon a time in the West, Charlie Bronson and that damn harmonica, LOL. Subscribe.
You guys, feel free to give me a thumbs up on this video. On the Rumble. Feel free to give me a thumbs up. So I've got 4. So it says there's 14 of you watching.
Oracle.
Feel free to give me
I cough less when I use glass.
Remember, guys, thumbs ups are anonymous on Rumble. All of you can give me a thumbs up if you want to. So I can see how many people are watching. That would be great. So it says 4. Appreciate you guys so much. I got 890 followers on Rumble. Hell yeah. All right, no law regarding cannabis. Cheers. Cyber, you packed?
Yeah, I'm packed.
Ken, cheers. Meat, cheers. Root for Rumble. Token Tony Z, cheers. Dave Fishing, cheers.
The freaking Oracle.
Turning the skull white.
Oh, nice.
Cheers.
The freaking Oracle. Cheers. Arafat Nakba. I like to eat roaches. Cheers.
Do you? That's funny. You what?
The freaking Oracle. I remember the time I smoked. Last puff roach in the back of my throat, haha.
I got a... Oh, the deer is still... Oh, there's 2 deer laying in the backyard right now. Just laying down, chilling. That's awesome, bro. Two deer just laying there, hanging out. It's such a pleasure, man. It's an honor to have that here. You know, in California, they would just walk through. I would see them, but they never hung around, bro. They were fucking on the move constantly. This is totally different. Totally different.
The freaking Oracle. Are you feeding them?
No. They eat the grass. But we do not feed them. They just like it here. And there's a lot of them now. Holy shit, dude. Sneeko's got Aiden on.
Arafat Nakba. They get drunk on apples.
No, people hire them. There's contractors.
So the vaccines build it with their bare hands. Right. Workers. Yeah. Workers build everything in this society.
So Sneaka's got Aiden Ross on live right now, but they're having connection issues. It looks like a slideshow. It's not that bad though. I mean, you could see them hanging out clearly. It's just one frame at a time. 19,000 people watching on Rumble, but they must have this chat in slow mode. And they've lost connection again. 19,000 viewers. You guys want to see Sneaka's such a douchebag, man. But oh God.
What?
They're back up. Are you guys interested in this at all? Ayo, you guys interested in this at all? Let me know.
I don't care.
Hey, you gave me a thumbs up. Thank you, Root for Rumble.
Okay. Respectfully.
Oh, it's clear. It's starting to clear up, actually.
That's not my...
They're getting their connection back.
Yeah, sure. It's out.
Here, man, they're cleared up.
Let's come back, though.
Anyways, are we back or not?
Engineer, I'll probably make more bread than you.
Do you? How much do you make? Bro, you just asked me $50, you broke ass.
Okay. Sure.
No. I'm not gonna play that. Are we back or no? Right? So how many genders are there?
I thought we were talking about communism.
When has communism ever worked?
It hasn't.
Communism then why do you advocate it?
Well, if you want to have this long conversation about why it didn't work, we can do that, but it might take a little while. I don't know if you have enough camera battery for that.
I'm not with them. I'm just... you can do that. We're going to get some... But you don't know how many genders there are? Now it's a political question. Are you having a political table? There's two genders?
There's two genders.
Okay. I think a lot of the communists that would walk around...
It'd be cool if you could answer that question quickly, though. I mean, that should be something you could answer pretty quickly. You want my answer?
You sound pretty reasonable.
Why wouldn't communism work?
Well, communists are pretty reasonable. They base their theory on science. So.
Why communism wouldn't work?
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about it. What is communism?
Look at fucking China, dude.
Exactly. There you go. Perfect example. There. Asked and answered.
I thought you made a positive fucking assertion, and I was a little confused.
No. I was like, I'll tell you. I'll give you an answer real quick of why communism wouldn't work, and we've got the evidence to back it up. It's a failed.
Yeah, and it's also Russia, and it's also basically every single country who have implemented communism has failed drastically. They're all in economic fucking ruin, and the people fucking hate it.
There you go.
And all those people who actually, I believe all those people who living here in the first world and have it really good and pushing communism, is they were living under real fucking communism like in China or in Russia or something like that, they will very fucking quickly change their mind. They just think it's very exotic and shit because, well, capitalism is bad and all that shit, you know, but it's way better than communism, I fucking tell you, man.
45? Yeah, it's 5 better. Yeah. Can Grizzly fit in the car?
Yeah, we have room.
And the fun fact is, a lot of those people who are pushing that communism, like, what is Hassan, that Hassan dude that is, have a podcast also, is a big fucking communist and shit, and he live in a fucking $1 million house, and he's a fucking millionaire.
He's not living like a communist.
Yeah,
right?
I mean,
he's not living communally.
If he was a communist, he wouldn't own shit.
Right, he's not living communally. That's funny. Oh, look, they're getting on a party bus. Look at this limousine, man. Holy shit.
Oh, I remember that guy. Oh, shit. I know him.
Fucking A, bro. That's how to roll.
I remember him. Okay, never mind. I never mind. All right. I remember that guy. I saw him at Best Buy. I actually bought my camera from him. He's just, I know this dude and he's yelling on my stream. He's just talking, he's just being a YouTube commenter of your life.
You're a snake. Oh, just like your shirt.
Okay, bro.
I love you guys. Hey. Oh, thank you, bro.
Remember, guys, follow the stream. Sneaker.locals.com if you missed any of it.
Dude, a guy just is like, dude, could you buy me a PC in his chat?
New Twitter community, Sneeko Love Speech.
Yo, Sneeko, could you buy me a PC? Because I do a lot of content involving you. I make a lot of clips. It's funny, dude. He asked him to buy him a computer.
Yo, they're still cooking at the communist table.
Aiden's a Jew for views.
Bruh.
It's a Jew for views. That's funny. So, are you packed, Cyber?
Johnny knows where we're going.
Yeah,
Okay, cheers, Cyber. No longer gunning cannabis. Cheers, Arafat, me, what a fuck. Hey, what's up, guys? Look at this. Whole bunch of people are coming in. Oh my god.
Support somebody. I don't know what he's saying.
I was looking at my chat, bro. I was looking at Sneako's chat. I was like, whoa. Root for Rumble, Token Tony Z. Cheers, everybody. 18,000 views. Yeah, that ain't me.
So go talk to him. No, he's screaming for attention.
What? Seb, you know what you are, okay? Happy birthday, though. Okay, well, listen, I got so much plug. Cheers.
No, we're back.
Happy birthday.
Good.
Happy birthday, Seb.
Yeah, how was that segment? Clippers, are you on that? If you, anybody who's wasting time just going on TikTok, this is a good opportunity to download the stream, flip something up and go viral.
Yep.
You can make a little bit of money.
Hashtags, use hashtags, though.
Yeah, it does help.
How are you going to put some videos up? Oh, nice, bro. We're fucked.
Tula Tetro.
Nah, it's all good.
Cheers.
It's a special occasion.
Seymour Cannabis. NLRC cheers.
Do you want to see Rice come next? Rice come I don't know.
Yo, I think I hear him. Yo.
Film. We're just looking at it.
He just looks insane. Bro, there's no way
he came here from Queens. I know where he works, too. He came here from Queens.
What does he want, though?
He just wants attention. Like, these people are just, like, sad, man. It's funny, like. Is he gonna hit the car? Look at him, film.
He just looks insane.
Dude, they can't hear a thing that guy's saying. They're completely, they've got a window shield up between them and the driver.
You should.
I think.
You should.
Because you couldn't hear a word that guy was saying to whoever was in the front.
Is he talking to the driver?
You couldn't hear him at all. That was crazy. They're like looking down at those poor little people out there.
He's crazy. Just look at his eyes.
Chad, this is you. Chad, this is Rumble Chat in real life, actually. You're just screaming at me in caps, and then you're biking it. This is Chad.
Citrus.
Kick people, Aiden's people. That guy is the Rumble Chat.
No, that's Rumble.
He's like a physical embodiment of my Rumble Chat. Yeah.
See, kick viewers are so nice.
No, they're not. They were just making fun of you, saying to buy a PS5.
Yeah, but they're joking. He's a kick viewer. He's sitting there chilling, bro.
Right, we joke in different ways. He's still here.
Bro,
film.
This guy is so down.
Holy shit!
He knows where you're at, too. He's pointing at you.
If he hits right now, this is going to be content.
Yo.
No, this is inshallah he doesn't.
Dude, can you believe this is happening, man?
He's still coming.
Oh my god!
Circa wants to join. Nar. Oh, here we go. He's about to just knock on our window. Here we go. Oh, there it is. Oh, that's not him. Oh, there he is.
Look at him, all zesty.
Hey.
Does he know nobody can hear him? Man, he needs some friends. Should we let him in?
What's he saying?
Chad, let him in, yes or no?
No! What the fuck?
Why?
No!
You guys know Hollywood now?
Only my viewers can come in here.
What the? That's actually pretty funny, the difference between...
Dude, we've got 18 viewers. Well, we've got 20 viewers. He's got 18,600 viewers.
He's talking to himself on a bike. I can't stay on him, bro. What the fuck? Who's he pointing at?
Dude, that is crazy that guy is chasing him on this bicycle. There's...
Oh, come on, they're saying bring him in. Everyone wants yes, bring him in. You can ditch the bike, just
Of course, it's like a Sneeko, like Kate, like dick sucker, chat. It's literally what they look like, all of them. All of them, they all look like. Are we here? Oh, here we go.
We gotta fucking confront him again. Did he go away? Is he gone?
No!
He's right there. All right.
Oh, nice! He's on this side now, pointing at me. Somebody just hit him with a bus, I swear to God, fuck it. No, I said I don't care, double down. He deserves to get hit. No, I don't give a fuck, bro. Cancel me, I don't care. I don't care, bro. People like that.
Dude,
Look, he's going in front of
he's
us,
so
come around this side.
fucked up when he does this shit. Can you... Here's Aiden Ross totally fucking doing it again, man, live. This is live.
Managers cooking content.
The chat just flipped out.
So much.
All I want is a chopped cheese.
Dude, the chat is crazy.
Let's go. Oh,
No, we didn't. No, we didn't.
Chopped cheese sounds busted.
When we get out, can you, like, you may... I just don't want to... Yeah, he knows. Don't be security chat. Hey, thank you. Shout out to Big Grizzly. What's your Instagram?
Huh? Big Grizzly Grizzly/Grizzly.
I know
No, that's not an Instagram.
It's Big/Grizzly.
No, a dash, probably.
Dash, my fault, slash, man.
You sure it's not an underscore? Or?
Underscore, there you go, my fault.
Big underscore. Wait, big underscore Grizzly.
Yeah,
okay.
Big Grizzly, it's gonna pop up.
All right.
Oh, Grizzly. Wait, so look, bro, he's circling us.
That's saying he looks like Aiden off lean.
That was actually.
You gotta. Is this you when you're tweeting?
Dude, what the fuck is he putting in his dick for? Yo, he's in a boat. Bro,
what is he doing?
I don't know.
Is there cars coming? Is he
trying to race us?
I can't hear him.
Put the bike down.
I can't hear him. You're in a coffin, bro.
I hate New York. I think this is the last time I'm genuinely gonna go around New York.
Nah, yesterday you called me up like, oh, we should stay here for like a couple months. You should be here for a couple weeks. You just said that, bro.
I know.
You just have to know how to navigate the right places. Pre-gun.
And he wants you. Oh, nice, chat. Nice.
Looks like Aiden, he kind of does.
No, he doesn't.
Dude is horny and has a boner. Okay.
Somebody watching, I was like, you got him on flabbergasted. That's how I was on camera this night.
But no,
I bought him a watch, but I bought also the other camera.
I bought my cam link from Best Buy from this guy. He was in a vlog, so I'm not even doxing anything.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I get you.
Schizo Sneeko fan? Nah, I remember in the Sneeko vlogs back in my YouTube days before they deleted it.
He's from there?
I was vlogging myself buying the cam link when I wanted to start streaming. I went to Best Buy, and he was the one who sold it to me. That guy.
Oh, he worked at Best Buy?
He still definitely does.
So what the problem?
He's still here.
What's the problem?
There's no problem. He's just fucking, like, insane.
So just get him fired at Best Buy.
Yeah.
You could. You really could. The chat will probably do it.
No.
You know the chat's, I think we're effing, but my chat's had people fired and shit. Like out of college, it's insane.
They're good. Is there going to be a content house? Yeah, what's the update on content house?
It's not happening. Fuzi's,
Fuzi was going to carry it?
Yeah. Look at it, like Neon's injured, Fuzi's out. It's like we're an NBA team. It's like me and Sneeko are the only ones left, chat. L. Aiden, what did I do, bro?
Yeah, for real. Okay, film him one more time. How much energy does he have?
I need that energy.
Who's he talking?
You, for sure.
He's just yelling at the van.
He has no idea who I am, 100%. It's you. It's a Sneeko, dude.
He's getting tired, man.
Oh, yeah, he is.
Wouldn't that be funny, dude, if this whole time it was an Aiden Ross fan, dude? He's been clowning this guy and clowning this guy.
It's like average Sneeko viewer.
Oh, dude, I would laugh if it was an Aiden Ross fan.
Probably like calls me Pudgy Aiden and shit.
What, so you're disavowing Tate? What's up with that?
No.
So you didn't see what Tate said?
I didn't read it yet. I'm not watching it until I get to my stream.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
You're faking it. You already saw it. You're just gonna like fake the reaction.
I promise you I didn't.
I believe it.
I would tell you, for real.
Let him in. I believe. Yeah, I agree.
Dude, they just get somebody just gave him $100 in the chat.
Everyone's just fucking dropping. We have Cheeser at least.
God damn, dude.
Well, me and Cup playing day one for 2K24.
Hey, $100. Go duo W20K on birthday week. What does that mean, W20K?
Oh, yeah, your birthday's Friday.
Yeah, well, thank you. 98 for the 100.
Hey, Wall Hall, I wasn't dissing Tate, dumbass.
Low-key, yeah.
Where are we at right now?
You want me to leak or no?
Hey. Are you serious? Change it! Why are we going there with this creepy guy following us? Ha! Nice, bro, he knows where I live. He's gonna fucking rape me and kill me, bro. Look! Oh, he's down, he flew. He fled the scene.
No, not the driver after you said that, but like, yeah, the face.
Dude!
Keep going fast.
Just go, let's go eat.
Go fast.
Dude, let's go eat. This fucking crazy dude stalking us.
He parked his bike and he's still yelling at the fucking... Bro, he's just talking to a...
Hey, what do you guys want? Burgers? Chopped?
I'm gonna get chopped cheese.
Your stream.
Where is a good one?
There's any deli around here. Any
Dude, this is what I don't understand.
We can't go...
Why don't they just hop on a fucking freeway for a second and go to another, block? It's like, what? They're letting this guy fucking stalk him and shit. It's fucking weird, man.
It is weird.
Hey, I'd go up to a police station, man. Call the police and say, there's a fucking psycho right outside here. Come get him.
No, you're not from New York. I'm from New York. I lived in Syosset, Long Island.
It's like, you know what he reminds me of, that guy?
Right.
Those old shows. You'd see the old videos of the Beatles and the women, how crazy they were chasing after their car and shit.
Oh, yeah.
He reminds me of a fucking psychotic Beatles fan, you know? Someone just gave him $10 and said, hey, sneak, yo. So... Still, now it's 19,000 people watching this broadcast, just about. No, don't go out there. There's deers out there. Maybe he'll Conor McGregor that bus up. Root for Rumble. If anyone wants to check out the show tonight with Therapy Range and Nays Garden, here's the link for said show. Shall we play a game live 10:30? Fuck yeah, Paul. Thank you for the link. Everybody, links in Rumble. If you want to go watch it over there, go watch it over there. We'll be live on our show. You can watch it over here as well. Here's a link to his in the chat. The Flow. I'll put that shit. I just put that link in Sneeko's chat, Therapy Range, for in front of 19,000 people, bro. You probably just saw it scroll by. Because I'm a boss. I'm a boss. Piflow. And then we lock it like this, so it does not get moved around. Then we go like this, like this. Then we go like this.
It'll be so good.
Alright. Talk to him, chat? Wait, it's F though. It's F though.
So he can go out there with you.
Look at the cat. You get a perfect view right there.
Alright, let's try it.
You get it all! You get the garden! You get the cat! You get Nay! You get the fucking spot
What am I gonna
broadcast!
sit there awkwardly?
Yeah, stand and watch.
Yeah, you're used to standing and watching.
I'll be right back.
Alright.
Tell him to close the door.
What, bro?
Yo.
Oh, there he is.
I don't know what they're saying to you. And you know me, because I'm on the phone with my boy. I don't give a shit about the social media shit. I really don't. I just want to ask you.
If you don't, then why are you chasing? Well, you're yelling at a van for streets.
I know. No.
yourself.
The fuck did I do?
I don't give a shit about no Twitter. I don't give a shit about no socials. You know who I am, and I talked to you before, but it doesn't matter. I just have one simple question. You're with freedom of speech. Your boy's an AMP. Your boy's AMP. How can you support free speech, but when Fresh and Fit was DMCA and every single person taking their bread and food away from them, you on stream right now, taking their bread and food away from them, which you as a content creator should be against, why aren't you against that shit? When I sold you that shit at Best Buy, when I sold you the camera and I sold you the camera and I fuck with you, it was because you said you were a soldier of the truth.
Yeah, this guy's crazy.
That's the only reason why I fucking watch you. What do you mean, bro, I'm crazy?
You are.
You weren't there.
I don't even know. Bro, I've never even gone on Fresh and Fit before.
Listen, I don't want to waste y'all's time.
It doesn't matter, though.
You are. Right now, I'm going to go back, I'm going to be a college student and get my degree, whatever. It doesn't fucking matter. I'm irrelevant to you guys. That's all right. I just want to ask you that question because I fuck with you not because of 2016 you or 2013. I fuck with you.
Don't you hang out with Fit like every fucking day?
You said that you fuck with the truth, and I asked you a dead to right question. I didn't say no general shit. I asked you a dead to right question.
Say the question.
You support freedom of speech.
Yeah.
He fucks with Fresh and Fit.
Freedom of speech. Why were you still boys with Fresh and Fit when they DMCA claimed Abba and Preach? When they DMCA claimed
you said that 5 times.
When they DMCA claimed everybody that would just speak in their mind, which is what you do, which is what you're about.
Can you finish the question?
Correct.
Okay. My friend's beef doesn't have anything to do with me. I support free speech just because they have a separate beef.
But you dropped Abba and Preach for that reason that you said just now.
No, I dropped that. They're snakes. They're snaky people.
AMP snakes too? Say it on camera.
AMP aren't snakes.
So why did you support their DMCA claim?
Whose? I didn't support it.
Come up on the side.
I didn't support it.
Listen.
Wait, who's he talking about?
His son.
Listen, bro. You say that you're for the truth and all that shit. That's the only reason why I fuck with you, and you know that for a fact.
Bro, you gotta stop repeating yourself. Like we saw you yelling at the van for 5 blocks. I just did.
Okay, but you said.
I just said my friend's beef doesn't have to do with mine.
How is that a valid response?
I'm not responsible for everything other people do.
Correct, but you can. I'm not telling you to stop to drop Fresh and Fit. I'm saying you said that AMP and Abba and Preach, what they're saying about Fresh and Fit is corny because as Fresh and Fit is a friend, just like you say that Abba and Preach were your friends, but you dropped them because they disagree with.
But respectfully, bro, you need to get off the internet. You need to get more friends. You need to start making some more money. You're wasting a lot of time. If you actually look at the scenario right now, you do look crazy, and you're wasting your energy and your time. You should be doing better things with your time.
Crazy, bro?
What?
First of all, I just finished my class, and I just happened to be in the area. I go to Baruch, which is like 2 train stops away from where you guys
are. And then you've been biking, following our van, yelling at it like a homeless person for like 10 blocks.
Okay, fine. Be that as it may.
Everybody, I'm telling you, you're live. Like everybody thinks you're insane, and it just respectfully, like this is a little weird, bro.
You know what, bro? I really didn't give a shit about this content creation shit, honestly. You know that for a fact because.
So yeah, the bike cyclist caught the van finally, and they got out and confronted the dude.
Crazy and all this shit. You know what's so crazy?
Oh, really?
That's what everybody on the internet was saying about me 2 years ago. The fact that I'm willing to bike behind a truck for fucking 10, 20, 30 blocks. The people that know me in my personal life know I'm not fucking crazy like that. Okay. They know that for a fact.
All right.
And the fact that you're calling me crazy.
Yeah, that's going to help you tell people we don't know you're not crazy. People not there.
And spreading awareness for issues that supposedly actually matter in the world and not looking at dumb shit that doesn't matter like elections and shit like that, then wouldn't you say that the response that a regular person like me is actually
Whoa, what are you?
Go ahead, Sneak. I'm sorry. It's just
all right, bro.
Hey,
be safe, man. Be safe, man.
Okay. Just know that based off of your response,
okay.
He was cooking nothing.
That's all he wanted to do.
He didn't do it, but he didn't say. I don't even understand it, Sneeko. Can you explain?
He's basically trying to say whatever
Sneeko.
his friends, he want him to stand. He want him to stand what he said. He's gonna say what he said.
Too legit true. Where's the knee stickers and listen up, son? Arafat Nakba. Sister of truth, I think, would just hear himself on the
This is the Rumble chat. These are the incel schizos, and this is what I'm saying. Like, you guys need to go outside and you need to prioritize better things. Like, no matter, even like there's some people like, oh, this has nothing to do. Like, why is he so emotionally involved in something that has nothing to do with him? You're wasting your life talking about this stuff. I'm fake because of some. Bro, make more money.
Wait, but who's he claim?
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't matter. Like, you shouldn't be this invested into other people online.
Yeah.
This week you seen this at.
And this is exactly why I kick.
Bro,
I stream on Kick.
Look, I say I have a running joke and stuff like that on my stream. I say like incel schizos, everything like that. Like we like to be crazy. This guy's actually like real life crazy. There's parts where you're ironic about it when you actually walk around and you're schizophrenic.
And we were
like, blessings to that guy. I hope he's okay.
I just think if people
no animosity towards
no real shit though. I just think if like
people are super passionate about internet beef, if people are super passionate about internet beef, that has nothing to do with them.
What's up? Okay.
If people are super passionate about internet drama beef that has nothing to do with them, I just never understand it. I used to get it. I was like, fuck, like, oh. But it's just, you're going to waste your time. It doesn't really affect you.
Right.
For real. They're
I don't know
saying,
what it is
your
wrong.
chat saying he's not crazy, he was spitting. I just don't understand it.
Yeah, I know. That's just the truth.
I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm not part of the Rumble shit, so.
This is a Rumble.
I just don't understand either.
W chat El Sneeko. Okay.
Arafat Nakba. Carly Bro.
I know, he's being a pain.
W chat
Wants
cheese.
me to
Yes,
feed
I'm
him.
very hungry.
I gotta go feed my
Aiden's Lean
cat.
Cup says, "Hey, Sneaky-O." What's up, Aiden's Lean Cup?
Weird.
That's actually.
Someone said bro cooked air. No, I mean, I'm honestly don't even understand what he was saying. Call me a bot, call me fucking dumb. Like, I don't understand what he's talking about claiming. You're friends with Fresh and Fit.
Yeah,
I don't get what
my
he's...
guys, man.
For real, yo, I recommend you start streaming, bro. That guy, start streaming.
He's got the energy for it. Yeah,
No, real shit.
Instead of nailing in a van, put it on your camera. At least monetize it, right?
No, on God, people would watch you, bro. You're passionate, for real. Like,
that's the best advice.
Start streaming. No, I think you'd be a great streamer, real shit.
Well, he says he doesn't care about social media.
What? Yes, he does.
That's what he was just saying. Like,
Clearly.
I know. But don't need to lowbrow the guy. What
I'm
do
not
you
gonna lie, bro. I don't have that much time because of the flight. It's already almost 6:30.
You want to end?
I don't want to end. No, you need to start streaming even when like I leave.
Grizzly, you can say?
Arafat Nakba.
Yeah.
On the Rumbles told they
I just might have to go back to my
cheers.
spot. And you can have the spinner too.
I can have a spinner?
Yeah. It's yours. My gift from me to you.
W. Aiden.
Got you. Come on.
And the shoes today.
I bought you shoes.
Wait, does that mean we're going back?
Yeah,
we
really don't have time.
It's like $700.
You know what? You know what I'd rather do? Can we get dropped off here or somewhere like a store and we call an Uber so we're just off camera completely and no, Sneaker, you're good. Just give it to Grizz.
Yeah, 25% root the Rumble. 80-20 split.
Split it 50-50. The shoes are like $700, right?
Yeah.
So give him 350, him 350. From me to you guys.
300.
And give him 350. He deserves extra 50.
I gotta let my cat. I gotta go feed my cat. I'll be right back.
Give him the extra. Though. He's a W.
Just grab that other stuff.
He knows. He knows. When we get out.
I should have kept this money in my wallet. Ah, fuck.
I know. Now we all know how much you have. Give me your goddamn money.
You're not taking shit.
Come on, Harles.
Here. No, yeah. Take it. There you go. Here you go, my boy.
It is so funny.
Tom, let's get dropped off and let him.
I already got it. Don't worry about it. We're getting dropped off somewhere. We're getting out. That's fine.
Yeah. You can call Uber.
Don't worry. I got one left. Put a blank. I like to roll 3 before.
Crusty ass wallet. Yeah, I've had the same wallet since I was like 18 years old. So you're not gonna come eat?
Huh?
You're not gonna come eat?
I'm gonna go eat with Plug.
Okay.
Like off camera.
Alright.
Yeah. Because I gotta pack and I gotta fucking do
Plug.
shit.
Wait, so what do we do? Chat,
You go with Grizz and you go back
Yeah,
to the
I'm trying
park.
to think. I'm trying to think.
Go
What
to
do
the
we do?
subway. You might get service down there.
We have one battery, so we have about an hour left.
Might just hit Times Square real quick.
Bro, I was in Times Square. I had to leave in 5 minutes. It was pointless.
Too many people?
So many fucking people, bro.
Yeah.
You'll get swarm 100%.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, man. Thanks for the 5. A Flying Raptor. Buddy is the... So was Aiden not live? No, he's not. He was live earlier today.
Aiden wants to leave early to do lean.
Ted, did you see me and Aiden spar Jake Paul?
Yeah, did you guys see that shit?
You got rocked too. Like the other ones, Ryan went like it was kind of, but you got hit in the body pretty hard.
Pretty good.
Yeah. I got hit with a mean hook and a couple jabs by Jake. You saw that?
Yeah. That shit did look painful.
Oh, do you have the shirt from your son?
Nah, my man didn't bring him this morning. I was
okay.
This one I got you though. I'm bringing it tomorrow.
All right.
Like, yeah, mad times this morning, man. You cool. Just you see it.
Oh, Aiden was only live for 2 hours. It was like
3. But we would have done more. I still filmed an hour worth of footage after. You could vouch.
Yeah, you did.
It'll be uploaded.
So you're literally selling out to 80 viewers while dissing yours. Chat, I've been yelling at the schizo autistic people non-stop for weeks straight, and then you say I'm complaining too much. I said exactly the same stuff that I say every single stream.
No, I'm gonna say, Sneako's chat, I get it, you guys are Rumble, and I get it, and I respect you guys, but you guys gotta sometimes, like, open up. Like, real shit, bro. Like, open up sometimes, bro. Like, open up. Be cool. Like, look at him. He still keeps the same exact mindset and preaches what he preaches, but he's around. He opens up.
Right.
Now, it could be for clout. It could be. He could be on some, like, clout shit. I don't know.
Do you think it is?
No, I really don't. I mean, but, Sneako, then again, I use you and you use me at the end of the day.
But you said that as if it was a bad thing the other day.
It's not.
I asked you, you're saying, like, oh, everybody uses each other. That's the most optimal, that's capitalism, actually. That communist guy is saying, like, oh, everybody should pitch and stuff like that. Everybody should use each other for what they're good at.
Wait, so communists never worked, ever?
They're lazy. They pretty much don't want to work, and they want the government to give them a bunch of money.
Jesus fucking Christ.
But, like, why do you think that's a bad thing? You're saying, oh, this girl just wants to use you, and maybe you're saying, like, this is like, oh, girls in Miami.
In general, everyone uses everybody.
Why is that that's not a bad? You say that as a negative thing.
It's not bad, but at the
That statement right there shows he knows absolutely nothing
Bro,
about
that's
feminism.
Aiden Ross, though, bro. And that's the mentality of that whole generation, bro. Is they literally, that's how they see things, you know. It's all a fucking hustle. They're all hustling each other. I don't know, dude. I just,
yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it at all, man.
You know, it's like what he said before, man, about the guy on the bicycle. He was telling people to go hurt that dude. And then he said, I don't care. He's like, cancel me. Everybody go get that guy. I was like, oh my God, dude, don't do that. Why do you do that?
Yeah, no, he was smooth today.
Yeah. He said TTS isn't on.
And when it effed, I saw him get on the ground and fucking fix it, so he's good. He's got
okay, WNE in the chat. Okay.
There we go.
All right. See, I'm trolling, right? Man, fuck you, bro. Give me that $300 back, bro. No, keep it. No, what the fuck? You actually gonna give it back? No, keep it.
Arafat Nakba. Amen Cyber cheers.
How far are we, Tough?
Cheers.
Oh,
cheers, bro.
Good. Voice change? Oh, sometimes the mic thing changes. You hear that?
Me too. Cheers.
The bit rate, yeah. Set up the bit rate. It sounds like the voice getting high. Real voice level? Come on, Sam.
What a fuck, Tav.
What? How are you not even gonna react to that?
He's used to it.
Okay. Weird. TTS would be goated, not gonna lie. Yeah, would be. Next stream, inshallah. Why are you hitting on the camera? Rude as fucking. Oh, I'm not. Sneako inconsistent. What are you talking about? Okay. Let's think. Times Square could be fun. All right, yeah, I think we should do it. We're gonna run into some people. It's just
good luck. I'll be watching.
It's gonna be hectic, but I'm ready, man.
Sneako and I switch spots, chat.
Aye, bro. I haven't made one joke about.
Arafat Nakba.
I haven't made one joke about.
Cool.
Lean, I know, bro.
No, not even lean. The other thing that I haven't said at all today. No.
Well, it seems fine with you. You like fascist dictators. They use violence. You don't make any sense at all, Arafat.
Bro, you saw the fucking thing? They're trying to...
I know, yeah, that's wild. Nope.
What the fuck?
Quite hypocritical.
Actually, Plug, we're going to pour it before right now.
No.
They're up to 20,000 viewers now, man.
Arafat Nakba.
What's your son's name?
Cheers.
Julian? Julian, what up, bro? How you doing, man? Nice to meet you. Man.
Appreciate it.
Yep. Shout out to Julian, bro.
Chat, stop saying it. Stop.
We had F?
No, dude.
What? Aiden's a Freemason.
No, it's just
so funny. Ha ha ha!
Yeah. Are you Freemason?
No, bro, I'm not. I expose everything and anything. Thomas.
Are you really? Hi, Times Square. So we just doxed our location where we're gonna go. So there's gonna be people there. So is Grizzly gonna be working?
Damn. What's up, bro? Nice to meet you, Brody.
Look, and I got Cinco with me.
Hey, where's my shirt?
I got you.
What's up, man?
Oh, he makes clothes?
Nah, him and my little cousin, yeah.
Nice.
So
I need some too.
you can chat. Your chat goes through immediately.
That's your name.
It says there's 21,000 people watching. It's just bullshit. But you know what? There's probably like 7,000 people.
I'm like them Iraqi soldiers with their guns over their heads.
But there's just the chat is going nice and slow, and you can type in there and your chat pops right up. So I don't believe that it's when it says 21,000. Just like I don't believe when it says I've got 13 people watching and there's only 3 people using it.
Yeah, that chat seems to go pretty slow for 25. If you go on Twitch and watch Asmongold or something like that, they have legit plus 20,000 viewers. It definitely go way faster. You can literally not see the chat.
Rumble claims those are viewers on external sites where they don't have chat capability that are watching on external Rumble viewers. I'm like, bullshit.
What external sites, like embedded?
Yeah, like a website. Like I've got a website that plays the YouTube player, so you can watch this live.
Yeah.
So I guess they've got a Rumble player, I guess, which I didn't know.
I guess they do like Fixter Life did with theirs, where they on their website, to gaming tips, where they embedded a player in that was playing automatically. So they constantly have fucking 200,000 views on their streams. Even it's not views, it's people who go to a website and never watch the fucking video. They look up fucking tips and tricks.
Right.
And that actually takes if the advertiser, it takes money away from other creators, and if the advertisers find out of what's really going on, it's really gonna hurt every creator in the long run, because then they don't trust anyone no more.
What is the plan for Times Square? Right. Oh shit! There's gonna be some schizos that probably pull up because we did leak.
22,000 people watching now.
Just go up and ask more shooter interview questions.
Dude, Aiden hopped off too. That's funny.
Just talk to people. 50%? Good. All right, kick a rumble. Smell the chair? No. I'm not gonna. Aiden.
Smell the chair.
That was fun. I really respected. If you guys didn't see on Ada's stream today, we took out Jake Future. I'm not sure what condition he has.
And he's sit alone in a big ass limousine.
Yeah. Well, him and his camera person.
The Android Rumble app sucks.
And Aiden took him out to we went to the restaurant to eat, then we went shopping, and then he gave his mom a bunch of money and stuff like that. It's just very.
Everyone's saying L in the chat. An F. L is loss. I don't know what F is fail, I believe.
Yeah, no, it is for fail, but it comes from the Call of Duty game. One Call of Duty game where you have the option to kill a lot of people standing in waiting to take a plane, and then you could press F to do that. And another game you could press F because one of your teammates died, and then you saluted him. So that F, that memes come from that.
Huh. Everyone's like, fail, lost connection, fail. The chat's hilarious. Token Tony Z says, the other night I did an experiment with Rumble, and it should have said 1 viewer. You were not broadcasting anymore, and I took screenshots. It went from 6 to 15 people, which is impossible.
Yeah, and I guess Rumble don't have like YouTube have where you can click participants and see who's watching the streaming in the chat. I guess Rumble don't have that feature, right?
I guess not. The chat's going crazy. It's so funny, man. And he's got no connection right now. Wow, viewers are just pouring out now. 20,000, 19,000. Boom.
Everybody ended the stream, right?
No.
Bonsai House.
Lost connection.
Yeah, know what Rumble reminds me of?
There he is.
Horse cheese. I mean, they make milk, yeah, but stop it.
Bro. We're back? Are we good? Are we good? What do you mean by? Hey, okay, good. We did fumble at the peak. It is what it is. Okay, so hopefully there's don't come. I don't want to meet you guys. Don't come to Times Square. I don't want to see you there.
Then why aren't you telling everybody that that's where you're going, you fucking idiot?
Did you see the Jake Paul sport?
Yeah.
We sparred for like 7 minutes straight. I still am going to train again today. I only slept like 1 hour last night. I never do that. Slept 1 hour. I was went out to the club. It is what it is. Got some work done. Finished the merch shoot. It's going to drop on Friday on my birthday. And then went to the club and then went to bed at like 10 a.m. And I was going to sleep 1 hour and then Aiden called me, said something gay, and told me that we're doing a stream. And I just woke up and came. Smart Jake Paul for 1 hour of sleep. Where's your security? He's right here. He's right here. No security. Relax. We pulling up to Times Square right now, bro. Get ready, Sneeko. No, I don't. No more biking schizos. No more of him. Did you hear like when he was like, "Oh yeah, so I saw you a couple years ago, and you messaged me on Instagram, and I didn't even reply back." What the fuck?
Yeah, personal.
Right? He had so many things pent up.
Really mad, like he knew you.
Yeah. Yeah, he was talking about like, I'm not even talking about like 2013 Seago or 2016 Seago. I'm talking about the now, like.
That's just a person that's mad that you got big as far as you did.
Yeah. Chat, why are we not homepage? What the hell? Andy's texting me?
I need to figure out dinner, man.
CEO.
Oh shit. Sorry, guys.
Rumble CEO Chris. He picks up, yes or no? We've had bad luck with the phone calls today. Drake left Aiden on delivered today, too. Homepage me. Why are you guys saying that I would get more viewers on Kick? You guys saying I would pull 30K on Kick for real? Who cares? The views don't even matter. Are we back at the... Oh, yeah, we're back there. He's not picking up. He's not picking up. Wait, they said me and my boys are coming? No, chat. If you come, I'm not gonna go. If you come, I don't want to meet you. I have no interest in meeting you. I don't like you. Nah, I like you. I like you. You're fine.
I don't like you.
What the fuck?
Just need your fucking views and money, but I don't fucking like you. Stay away from me.
Guys, isn't it crazy? Aiden didn't even have Rumble installed on his phone. Get your settings up, it's fine. You're getting shot up? No. No. Are you strapped? Alright, we'd like that. Yeah.
Arafat Nakba. I got some beef stew with marrow. You want me to send you a bowl?
Should we play some music? We got a long drive.
How long is it?
Is this, what park is this? Yeah, it's what? It's gonna be like 10 minutes.
I just don't want the battery to die by the time we get.
How much battery do we have left?
40%.
Move to kick, move to kick. I'm tired of this 2008 ass site. I have low attention span. Do something. Okay. Whoa, leave. I'm gay. What the fuck? Is that what you want? That's what you want me to do? I need to do that. I need to be yelling at you constantly. Turn on TTS, Sakab. Useless, bro. Oh my god, bro. Can you try to do it right now? Now would be perfect. Yo. I should have brought the schizo in here. L humiliation reversal? No. I'm pulling up on you, don't. Bro, yeah, fix the Streamlabs. Yeah, how many times?
You had to set it beforehand, bro.
So you do it.
I'm live on stream recording.
Why didn't you do it before?
Bro, I was so sleeping. Like, you didn't have this plan, bro. You told me I was eating streaming today. I just got ready to go.
L team.
I'm W team.
Aiden's team is way better in every single way. No, you're actually bad. I know Aiden's been gassing you up, but.
Alright, you actually wasted it.
Get off my fucking.
Actually tripping hella today, bro. I carried hella, bro. Show me some appreciation, my God, bro.
Put Subway servers top right now. Move to kick, please. I'm begging you. No. Seago, did Hayden sell his soul? Please don't ignore me. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. It's Evan. It's Evan. All right, fine. Who's coming to Times Square? No. I don't want you to come. I don't want you to come. Did not eat anything today. What meetings could Jake Paul have had that he didn't even want to come to eat? We were supposed to do a mukbang and eat with Jake Paul. I'm getting bored? Okay. How do you play music?
You're getting boring.
Let me see.
Yo, Sneeko, you're getting boring.
I don't know. This looks like being rich. What do they have in here? You want something? You want a cup? They got champagne glasses. You want some?
No champagne?
I can't drink. You went to a Freemason dinner with that guy? No. IRL woman in power with rice wine? No.
Yo, boss, how you work the music back in?
I do want to do more Hazard with Rice Gum. I think it'd be fun. And I also think that it's dumb for Aiden to abandon the content house idea just because Fuzi's not there and Nian has a broken foot. It's just going to take some work. But would you guys want to see that, yes or no? What if we biked? Nah. Stupid.
You earn more money trading stock. Rumble stock is funny.
What if we biked all the way to Times Square? Who's that? No, you don't want to do it? Bring your girl? No. See you in 5 minutes, Coco? Don't come. I want Fuzi, play something fire. Yeah, is music working or no? You don't know how to do it.
I'm about to figure it out, man. Give me a second.
Sneeko's a coward.
Content house is cringe, bro. Yeah, maybe you're right. To be honest, I know that it's not going to happen. I just like talking about it because it's like... It's a nice idea. I couldn't do it. Actually, you know what? That schizo was carrying this. Should I call him? I think I could find his Instagram and call him on Instagram. Call him, yes or no? Oh yeah, I think Grizzly's on the Bluetooth. Sneeko was a coward? How? If you on Kick, I'd actually tune in. Well, you're tuning in now, so you're here. It's just a website with a chat, boom, boom, boom. It's not that much different. I don't understand why you need to like act like you're better. It's not any different. You connected? Can I play some? Oh, Rumbleceo's calling me.
What's up, Billy?
Hey! You know what me? Is it the radio? Can I play some?
I didn't want to tell you yes, and then you're like, yo.
Yeah. Yo, what the? You know what he just did? He rang once and then hung it up right away to act so I could see the missed call, and then he didn't pick up. Chris, what the? Is there a bigger stream on Rumble right now? And he's gonna. Did he just? Okay, now he's calling me. Okay, hold on. Hey, Chris, I'm live right now.
Hey, you're live. Nice, nice.
In
the office right now.
You're at the office? Well, I'm live in New York City doing an IRL stream. Have a lot of viewers, doing pretty well. Something like 15K right now. And I was wondering if I could.
Someone told me you were like 20K.
Yeah, 22. So, can I get the homepage?
You're on the homepage.
Am I? What?
We put you on all the time.
Like right now?
You want to go to the very top again?
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, we'll put you at the very top again. You were there earlier. We'll get you up there again.
You know, wouldn't it be best if you could do it in 10 minutes exactly? Because I'm going to go to Times Square and I'm about to make a movie.
Okay, it takes about 15 minutes to show up on the homepage.
So right now is perfect.
I'll do it right now, and you'll be up there in about 10-15 minutes, so we're good.
Oh, that's great. Rumble CEO, Chris.
All right, call me later.
Wait. Before you leave, can I ask you, what are your thoughts about Kick?
About
Patrick John Weldon.
Video platform?
Hurricane Ian is going to be nuts, and it's headed to Florida.
No thoughts. Having lots of competition to the big tech is good.
That's what I like to hear. We're on the same team. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying that, fighting big tech and the censorship that's happening with large platforms, anybody that's in that fight, I'm all for. So if they're for that, I'm all for that.
So this is the CEO of Rumble, everybody.
All right, enjoy your day.
All right. Yeah, call me later tonight.
All right.
All right, bye.
Hope that's a good call later tonight. 30? Is that the last one?
Yeah, bro. I've been filming since the beginning of the industry.
Wow.
How long does 30% last?
We got like probably another 20 minutes.
20 minutes?
20, 30 minutes.
Wait, so you said...
20 to get there, bro.
And there's 20 minutes left?
Yeah, around that.
No! And they're going to get a homepage? L Filmer, why can't you get a portable battery?
What do you mean L Filmer? I just food for
See, 80 Filmer has a portable battery thing so that doesn't happen.
Okay, I'm going to get that next time. I charged 4 for
L Indian again. L Indian.
I was filming for 6 hours today. How's that L, bro? 6 hours, bro.
He doesn't really have 15,000 people watching. That's the thing, and that CEO guy knows it.
L Indian.
Yeah, LU, bro. Actually, LU, bro. Actually, LU.
Yeah,
You're up to $289. Your gun deal affiliate link is done over 600.
You're ending the stream because the stream's over because of you?
Not just well paid one. Right on, Paul.
Where's the battery charger?
Wow.
They were fully charged.
Yeah. Well, now they're dead. Now they're dead.
All right, I'll be right back.
Now they're dead. Like they
That was delicious. Where was that from? No, it actually wasn't. Well, you know, all I had was that sub all years back. Orange is the one with the baby again. No, all I had was your sub.
Your son got the plug.
I got some good New York City niggas there on my phone. I'll be around, man.
I want to know it. I want to sing along.
You want to sing along?
Yeah. No, not this one. Yeah, that one. Chad, yes or no? Should I fire him?
Fire me right now. Fire me right now.
Hey. L music, L song. Buy a battery charger, your number. See, we could do that actually. Wait, how far is the camera store from Times Square? It's close. Sprinter has plugs. He doesn't have a battery charger on him because he didn't bring it, right? Plug it in. Ooh. Okay.
You're actually hating too much today, bro. Like, you're hating too much, bro. I'm running this operation right now.
Fire charger station. Yeah, we'll plug it in here. Tell one of your viewers to buy me one. No, don't come and meet me in Times Square. I don't want to see you. I don't like you.
The driver of a big party van, he just picked up the biggest podcaster on Rumble. The guy's name is Dave Ross. And they drove around and were announcing where they were. People were showing up, fans. They were just having conversations. This one guy on a bicycle followed them for 30 blocks on a bicycle, stalked them. They finally got out and talked to the guy. The guy was crazy. He was one of their fans. And he had nothing nice to say. He was just a psycho. Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. These guys are living crazy lives doing this.
Just throw that in the dishwasher, honey. As soon as I finish, I'll start it.
Put this knife in here. Put the knife in here, this knife, with the white handle. Okay.
Am I sturdy? I'm sturdy? Okay, I'm trash. F! No! Watch. L808's flex. Wait, why is it gonna take so much long? We're already at 44. 44.
We gotta connect to Times Square so you can't go around and shit.
You didn't take a right?
Ripped out off.
That's not gonna be 20 minutes.
Okay, the deer are gone. You can go outside now, Harles. Come on. Go, 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 go. Thank you. I don't want to let the cat out there when the deer are around because they will stomp him to death. You know, he doesn't realize that. He thinks it's all good, man, but it's not all good. Lost connection again here. I got some fresh caffe. What? How many people are here watching? Patrick John Mueller. Hurricane Lee is going to be nuts. It's headed to Florida. What? Okay, let's see the Hurricane Lee tracking. Wait, let me just try this. Hurricane Lee tracking. 1 hour ago.
All right, and speaking of, tropics and impacts, boy, we've got another one cooking.
This one, I mean, I think this is going to be described, and somebody was calling it a monster at one point, because this is going to be out in the open Atlantic between, say, the Bahamas and Bermuda, and just growing. It's going to be one of those perfectly symmetrical...
Is this thing behind me?
It doesn't look like it right now, yeah. But some of the forecast models that we're seeing, I mean, the Hurricane Center is saying 145 mile per hour winds. Wow. Their very first forecast for this today at 140 on day 5. And that's, you don't tend to see that from the Hurricane Center right off the bat. So it looks like it has an opportunity to get strong. Right now, I think it stays, for the most part, over water, which would be great. But let me talk a little bit more about it and let you know, because we're not quite in that time frame where we know exactly where it's going to go, right? 5 to 7 days, 3 to 5 is better, right? And we're 7 to 9 days out from where this thing's going. There's a look at it right now. That's Tropical Storm Lee. Good burst of convection, as I showed you. Right there on the south side. It's got a really good envelope of moisture there. Winds right now at 45 miles per hour. That makes it a tropical storm. You can see the pressure is about 1,005 millibars. That started out about 1,008. So the lower
They
that
don't have a
gets,
PayPal.
generally the higher the winds are. And some forecast models are going down to the 930s, which is about 140, 150 mile per hour winds. So let's go over the weather board and let's talk about it. We basically have all of this going on in the tropics, but there's only one that we're watching other than Tropical Storm Lee, and that's this one. This is Invest 96L, and that will likely come out here and recurve. So we're not really concerned about that one. That one's going to fall apart anyway. So this is the main one, and I tell you what, it's going to be a big one. You can see, again, we're losing this visible satellite, but you can see the infrared is showing that we've got still plenty of convection, not a lot of shear out there, not a lot of dry air, very warm water. Guess where it is? Right out here underneath this track. And because of all that, we think it will get strong. 140 by Saturday. Look, anything over 111 is Cat 3 and higher. And that makes it a major hurricane. So we'll get that by Friday afternoon. Sunday afternoon, 145.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Of Puerto Rico, northeast of actually Puerto Rico. Remember that curve? That cone? That's where the center...
Look at the loop fucking prediction, guys.
Some weather on the south side, but I don't think they'll get terrible in the islands if this...
Oh my god, look at that loop. This is hilarious. Look at what one of the computer models did. Dude. It went boop. It went around that...
track holds.
It went boop and did a loop right down here and then went boop.
Bermuda's right where the M is there. But
it went crazy, dude. Look at what it did. That was so funny.
This is the European. That's not it. That's it right there. That's the European forecast model. And you can see by the time we get to Friday, Saturday, into Sunday, there it is, north of the island. St. Martin, we'll have to keep an eye on it. Puerto Rico as well. There's Bermuda. But look at more of the turn to the northwest starting Monday and Tuesday. It kind of stalls, but did you notice how many more of these rings we have? That's deeper and deeper pressure. That's a stronger storm. That's happening Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then Tuesday night into Wednesday, it looks like it wants to start this turn more to the north. They tend to slow down before they turn. That's what the model's showing. But if you're looking, I mean, look, if you're from East Florida all the way up through North Carolina, even New England, you got to keep an eye on this thing. Hopefully it makes the turn. This is the GFS model. You can see a very similar setup Tuesday, Wednesday.
Oh, dude, it looks like it might miss Florida.
This model makes it look like a machine, a full-on machine out there. And so hopefully
Oh, but that would totally hit the New York. Oh my God.
Cold front coming through.
Bonsai
That's
house.
what's helping to pick it up.
Rest
and pull
easy
it out.
for now.
Not necessarily
Those
get the front all the
bastards
way
have
through
no
here, but
idea
enough
what
to
it's
pull
gonna
it
do
out.
till it gets closer.
Lee's the
Guessing
11th
Gooserson.
name. This is actually, well, it's the 12th.
Gussie
name, right?
McGessersons.
We're 7, and we got 5. There's also another one at 4.
Remember Gussie? Gussie McGusserson? Gussie.
Put this way.
Let's check back in with Sneeko on the road. Oh, look, it got dark over there.
Are you ready? Yep.
Dude, how is it dark? It's not dark. I was going to say, how is it dark? He blacked out the van. Holy shit.
I'll be back here in a minute.
They're showing everybody what the van looks like.
All right.
Just a black limo van.
Got some thugs, some drill rappers. How does it look on the... Lighting's good right now, right? What should I talk about? Yeah?
Patrick John Welder.
True.
Seems like Mother Nature has it out for Florida and DeSantis.
Right?
Classic cash. I'm going to interview them. Excuse me, can I ask you an interview for $20 if you win?
For $20? Yeah. Because I know this.
Of course. What's wrong? You don't like me? Hey, what's up? So can you name 3 countries outside of the United States?
Of course. Africa.
Okay, Africa.
Spain.
Canada. Well, unfortunately, you lost. Africa's not a country. Sorry. But you're gonna get it now. Africa's not a country, but thank you. Okay. When we come back, I'm not going. 1 for 1. Easy. Which should I tell them if they win or no?
If they win to get the 20, I guess, yeah. They ain't gonna get it though.
It's just really funny to me when black people think that Africa's a country. Battery's dead? The chat's gonna have for sex 1 batteries.
Patrick John Welder. Canada, China, Russia. Silly people.
America, Mexico. I mean, there's so many obvious countries that you could have thought of.
We got another one charging in the car right now.
All right. Who looks NPC? Okay, I'm gonna ask who fought in the Civil War.
The North and the South.
Who looks good? Over him right here, sitting up. Gimbo, can I ask you a question for an interview? If you win, you get $20. Okay. Well, let's do 3 questions. Is that okay? What's your name?
Desi.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Good.
Okay. Can you name 3 countries outside of the United States?
Yeah. South Africa, Vietnam, Philippines.
There you go. First question. Second question. Who fought in the Civil War?
The North and the Confederate South.
Okay. Can you name the 4 seasons?
Spring, summer, fall, and winter.
Okay, you win. All right. Okay, I'm not gonna win. Good stuff. He got it. The last person said Africa was.
Okay, proving that average people on the street aren't that dumb, Sneeko. There you go. See, people aren't as stupid as you want to try to make them look.
You safe though. All right, bro.
You just lost $20. You lost, Sneeko. See? That's fucking funny.
Who looks good? I'm good. 1 quarter. 7. Is it good, yes or no? Hey, what up, man? Hey, how you doing? Talking to me or my brother? Hey, how you doing? Sure.
What's up, man?
Hey, can I ask you a question? Can you name 3 countries outside of the United States?
Absolutely.
You know.
Oh, outside of the United States.
About 15.
Yeah, I can tell you know. It's okay
I've been
though.
around. I'm a video producer myself.
Are you?
So, yeah, I travel all the time with NGOs. We do backpack drives, stuff like that.
All right, but how many genders are there?
Come on, man. There's only 2. There's only 2.
Well, are you Christian?
Of course.
Okay.
Patrick John Welder.
Christian Mexican.
1 out of 10
Yeah, but
won't
you know,
get all
most
3
Mexicans
right.
are Catholic, but I roll with Jesus, so.
You roll with Jesus.
It's a little different, yeah.
Okay, Christ is king?
Christ king.
Respect, man.
All right, whatever. All right, you guys, thanks for watching. I will see you tonight at 10:30 for a show over there with Therapy Range on Rumble. We're gonna have fun, so don't miss it. I'll see you tonight. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Bye, everybody.
Med love and